I say easy, we're not really easy because we're launching into the weekend. This morning is what we're doing. It is, of course, launch day. My name is Joe Remnants. It's a pleasure to have your company here on Crafters TV. We've got a launch day for you. It's members event still. I'll tell you more about that as we go through the show. But we are looking at all things soft craft today. So a little bit of a different theme than we're used to for these launch day shows, Sara.
Oh, yes, but I tell you what, just as exciting. If you don't usually watch our softcraft shows, every Tuesday morning at 11 o'clock, this time on a Tuesday, we do a show called The Softer Side of Life, which is a fabulous show where we do all things sewing. Now, if you don't sew, still don't go anywhere, because almost everything I'm going to do on the show today, you could use all of this with our fabric glue. So I'm going to be doing some brilliant little Christmas ornaments, little cushion covers, all sorts of little ideas, but loads of it you can be doing just with your fabric glue because it's all die cutting. So you saw those beautiful samples at the start of the show. They're all done with dies. I'll let Joe walk you through what all the new dies are.
Yes, absolutely. It's really exciting because we are launching this here on Crafters TV before anyone else. No one in the world has had a chance yet to get their hands on this. You guys are first, which is brilliant. Now, what's also brilliant is that this is a launch day and a soft side show within our members event. Now, our members event started on Wednesday morning. It runs right the way through to Sunday evening. It's all about you, our loyal members. So it means that we're going to give you all double points, which is amazing. We're also going to give all of you an extra 5% off. So if you are in the club already, let's say you're a silver member at the moment, normally get 10% off. We're going to upgrade that to 15%. Gold members will get 20%. Platinum members, you will get a whopping great 25% off every single order that you place. Now, the other great thing as well, and you'll get it instantly with this product, which is amazing, is that everyone that places an order in our event over £40 or $40 will receive the Keep Calm and Craft On members event tote. Now, this is only, of course, while stocks last. So make sure you get yourself up to that £40 or $40 spend. Platinum members on this first item I'm going to show you pay £45, which is great. Okay, what is it? Build a character. We're going to be focusing on our Gemini machine. Now, we've got our members mega deal on the show. I'll be taking you through that a little bit later. If you've got the members mega deal already, these, of course, will work brilliantly through there. These are your applique dies. So if you love the idea of putting things like this together, but you're not a whiz with the cutting out, you're not a Sara scissor hands like our very own Sara, this is brilliant because it's going to do all of that cutting for you through a whole host of different mediums, from felt to cotton to, I'm guessing, even things like faux leather as well. So you get the builder character itself, and then what you get is all of the rest of the bits that you need to go with. So you've got the foliage here, you've got the poinsettia available in here, the fabulous baubles, they are truly fabulous as well. And you're going to get the gingerbread man in here as well. We're even throwing in some of these. I mean, these not the most gorgeous pair of scissors you've ever seen in our life? Check out the effect on those. They're worth $9.99, so you're getting those included. You're saving $14.94 or $22.70. Let me just come here a minute and just show you some of the things. I'm going to dip out a shot, but you can see here, look at all of these beautiful things that you're able to make. Now, a lot of you have been waiting for these before the show. A lot of you have pre-ordered. A fifth of the stock has already gone on this. Now, there are some other products in the show too. There are some gorgeous fabrics, but very, very low stock on those fabrics. I'll share those with you in just a minute. If you want to go for this, you want to get your order in, then sit back, relax, you can do that over on our website, crafterscompanion.co.uk.com or .eu. If you want to go for them individually, absolutely, you can. They're all available individually at the moment. We don't have huge stocks of the individuals. $12.99 or $18.95, or two there for £24 or $35 there, which is fantastic. So make sure you grab those. Details on the bottom there of the screen of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Now, I know that there's going to be a lot of questions as we go through this, because I know a lot of you were paper crafters. Maybe you started sewing. If you've got questions, get them into me over on the Crafters TV Facebook live feed. Make sure you come and join me there for a little bit of a natter. Knitting? No, we're not knitting, are we? We need another one for sewing. We'll come up with one.
There is a famous one, you know, Joe.
Is there?
It rhymes with stitching.
Stitching and itching.
Almost.
Stitching and enriching.
Stitching and enriching. That's
Love
what we're
it.
going to do this month. We're going to stitch and enrich.
I don't think that was the one.
natter or a word that's like natter and that rhymes with stitch?
We've said enough already. I just need to remind you of the members mega deal as well. It was so incredibly busy yesterday. One of the original members mega deal we had for you sold out. This is actually a while stocks last that we've got back for you. You're getting over £100, over $100 worth of freebies included in here, which is amazing. Everyone saves, whether you're going for the large Gemini or the small Gemini, $105.90 in the UK or $153.50 if you're in the US. There's the details for the large Gemini, $179.99, $249.95. However, platinum members, you'll only spend $134.99 or $187.49 for that one. We do have the junior available for you on the show as well. The junior is $139.99 if you're in the UK, $199.95 if you're in the US. Platinum members, though, you get it for $104.99 or $149.96 if you're in the US. I'll take you through the members mega deal and everything you're getting in with that as well as we go through the show. But already very, very busy on our brand new launch. These are brilliant because they're just so much fun, aren't they, Sara?
Oh, they're lovely. And Joe, I can't wait to get these home and do some projects with the kids. And the first project I'm going to do with you would be a brilliant one. You could do your own little baubles from the Christmas tree, ornaments. You know, it's funny, we're trying to learn to say ornaments. You guys are all the Americans are trying to learn to say baubles because we say baubles all the time. But look at this. I've never ever had a Christmas tree skirt. And I just think a Christmas tree skirt, so it goes around the base of your Christmas tree. This one is fabulous. Now, should we have a little look on the overhead, and then you can have a look at everything. So it's got the gingerbread man on. There's our little gingerbread man. You could make some little houses. There's the Santa Claus that's in the set, and you see they go all the way around. You've got your little bits of holly, your little stars on here, but they, I think, are absolutely fabulous. And it's a nice, simple pattern, a little Christmas tree skirt, because it's just a big round circle of fabric with all of these little bits, and they've just been appliqued on. That's the idea of the build applique, is that you are building up all of your own little characters to then applique onto your projects. So there's the Christmas tree skirt. Another lovely one that I've got over here as well. If I just lean over and get this one, how fabulous is this? So this is like a Christmas bed runner. Imagine putting this on the spare room when you get guests at Christmas time. So we've got the brand new Poinsettia here. You've got these gorgeous Christmas bells. You've got all these lovely designs. Now, do you want me to show you what all the designs are in the set? Because I know you had a little look. I think if I'll show you them up close, okay?
I need to let you know people are already checking out with these, Sara. They're moving very, very quickly. Almost a quarter of the stock gone already. Just 10 minutes into this launch. We're going to have a very, very busy show.
Yeah, because we never bring quite as many of our sewing dies as we do our papercraft dies, and we're starting to think with this one that was a really, really bad shout. So, yes, we have what we have. We're here today. Bernie's up. She's going to be joining us later in the show, and she's going to be on Crate and Craft in the morning with these. So Bernie will be coming up probably at the halfway point in the show, do some demoing with these as well. So we've got loads to show you, but I'll walk you through all the dies that are in this new set. So you've got the gingerbread man. This is the one that I'm going to use first, okay? So you can see you've got the gingerbread man here. We've also got the Santa and the reindeer, which you saw me use, and they're quite a good size, aren't they, the Santa and the reindeer you saw? Then there's that lovely Christmas belt with the mistletoe. See, I love this idea. And if I just lift these dies out and show you, we haven't had this one open yet. These are Bernie's dies that I've stolen here to use. She's been busy beavering away all week doing her prep for the Create and Craft shows. So can you see, you've got the lovely bell and then the mistletoe bit coming down, and then you just drop all your little bits of the mistletoe onto it. So it just shows you kind of how the die is coming now. I'll put that
Sorry, as they're sort of those rose goldy ones, if we wanted to make decorations that weren't fabric, to make like garlands or Christmas bunting, could we use paper, or could we use even things like cork and stuff like that to create them?
Absolutely. Well, do you know what? I don't know where we've put that lovely board for the Gemini, but you could be cutting these into denim, fabric, felt. I've got my Gemini board here. Someone's just done a nice little point. Thank you, Bernie. You could be cutting all these different materials, and because these are the multimedia ones, quite often with papercraft dies I say, oh yes, you can cut your fabric but you can just cut one layer, not 8. But the multimedia dies will cut into things like, they'll cut into your Coke cans, no problem, felt, upholstery fabric. You could be doing them into leather. We could try one of these in leather a little bit later if you want. Could do like a nice
yes,
leather bell or
please.
something. So, right, we'll try all of that a little bit later. What I do want to get started on is I promised you a nice, easy project with the my favourite, which is the gingerbread man. So, and actually he's my favourite, and he's been your favourite so far, because he was the most pre-ordered one. So you can see here, he's the die, and then here's how it comes. So this is, if you want to cut out his eyes and his little bits to go down the front, but you could actually just stitch on some little buttons, or and you've also got his little mouth there and the dicky bow tie. So if I get the gingerbread man, and I'm just going to take some felt, so I'm just going to get some felt and just cut out, and with our felt, we do a lovely quality felt, Joe.
We've got some great bundles on the show for you today, that felt actually. Just to let you know, half the stock of the gingerbread man individually.
Half?
Yeah, individually on his own, half the stock gone there. I think it will sell out, the gingerbread. Once it goes, it will still be available in the big bundle. But if you want him on his own, you're going to have to be quick for him.
Well, look what I'm doing as well. I've got myself a nice new metal plate out, Joe. Because you know the special offer we had on the metal plates last night. If you missed our show last night, you are in for an absolute treat. Wait till you see. We've got the metal plates. Basically, if you buy 3 of them, you get them half price. So I'm going to just cut now. Look what I'm going to do, Joe. That felt doubled over here. Actually, I think I'll do 2 layers of the red felt at the same time, because we'll do 2. You could do 2 gingerbread men to go back to back. So I'll cut 2 of the little bow out as well. We'll put that on there. These are for, if you look, I'm using little scraps to do his button. Also, if you want to do, let's have a look. We'll do this as well. We'll fold this over and we'll cut the...
A lot of people very enamoured by that tree skirt. Loads of people in the comments talking about how amazing they are. When you said it was a tree skirt, I thought it was a skirt that you wore that had Christmas trees on it for a second until I looked up. And I was like, you have a very small waist to get that on. I mean, it's absolutely tiny. A lot of people tuning in from all over. Loads of people saying that they love the gingerbread. That seems to be the one that people are really excited about. Remember, he is half gone, but he is in that bundle as well. I'm saying we could have misgendered that gingerbread person. Could be a gingerbread lady.
Well, I've got a fabulous gingerbread lady. Do you think I can chance putting this through, and then while that's going through, bring out my gingerbread lady here? Look at this. If you put the gingerbread ladies, instead of putting the bow as a dicky bow tie, you put it as a little bow in her hair. How fabulous does she look? You put a little skirt on there as well. So their whole little gingerbread family on there, actually, Joe. So it just shows you don't have to have it just as the gingerbread man. Now, did you hear that cracking on there, Joe?
Yes.
That is that lovely felt, and it's cutting through every piece of that fabulous felt.
How many bits did you do at once there?
I did all of these bits. And look at this. It will mark your metal plate. That's totally normal, because we can cut multiple layers at once. And I've only cut 2 layers here, but we could cut comfortable 4 or 5 layers of felt if we wanted to. So I've cut through just 2 layers at once. The extra pressure will get absorbed into the metal plate, but that's fine, because all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn this over now, so that next time we use it, we're cutting on the other side, and then it won't warp. You'll get the little markings, but it's not like it ever marks your fabric, so it doesn't cause any problems per se, as it was. Okay, so here we go. I've got my little gingerbread guy, and then if I want to stick some bits on him, so I'm going to stick my little bow on him, and I've got the little candy cane coming down here, and also I've forgotten to lift it out, but I have also got the let's have a look. I'm going to probably stick... I'll wait till I've stitched them together. We've got his little mouth as well, which is just under this part here, and it's going to stick on. Now, when you're sticking them on, Joe, just stick them on with our collal textile glue. So it's really easy. All I'm going to do is take a tiny little bit of this on, and it's revolutionised my life since I've been using the collal textile glue, I'll be really honest.
Would you use the glue even if you were stitching round, or if you weren't stitching, would you still use the glue, Sara?
Yep, totally.
Yeah?
You could. I use the glue. So I was doing a project. I was doing a little project for my mother-in-law the other week. I was doing like some for the garden patio furniture she'd just been getting. I was doing a nice new cover for it with some oilcloth.
Oh, lovely.
And I stitched it first before I did the, I stuck it down first before I stitched over it because it just made life a little bit easier. Now watch, I'm going to go here. I've got some, let's have a little look at this. I've got just a needle and thread. We've got in one of our other sets, Joe, where have I put it? I've just had hold of it a second ago. Right, we've got these accessories. So all I'm going to do is, I've taken the thread out the accessory pack and I'm going to take a couple of little buttons and I'm going to stitch some eyes on our little guy here.
I love that glue, Sara, for just taking, you know, really inexpensive like jumpers and t-shirts from high street stores, you know, like Primark or H&M or any of those kind of places. And there's really lovely badge stores all over the place now. And you buy lovely embroidered in badges and just stick them on, and you've made something lovely for what, a couple of pounds. And it's unique as well. No one's got it. I think so much you can do with that. Great for repairs too, a lot of people say. Also, I think, machine stitching, really lovely. Loads of you enjoy it, but also there's something about hand stitching as well, isn't there? I know a lot of people still really love it and find it very mindful. I'm guessing these would be great to make things like little hand stitch stuffed toys if you wanted to, as well as appliques. Lovely
idea. I do like that idea. And what you can do, you know, I said even if you don't. Even if you aren't going to do you know, it's going to take me ages to sit and faff on with this. I'll do a little bit of it and give you an idea.
That's fine.
But it'll give you the idea within. But I do think even my little 6-year-old would be able to do this hand stitching that you'd need on here. Obviously, you need to observe him with the needle and thread. But I think they just look lovely.
I'm getting a little bit concerned about the stock, both of the gingerbread man, because half gone there. I'm also getting a bit concerned about the stock in general, because 30% of the large bundle that's on your screen at the moment has already sold out and gone. We are only 15 minutes into a 2-hour launch day show. Remember, this is an exclusive launch for you as well. So loads of you grabbing it. Definitely worth getting it as well. I think a lot of you going for it with that extra discount. Because if you're a platinum member in the UK, it would cost you £45 to get this, which is incredible. You would, of course, also get I'm just going to hold it here. You would also get the free members tote as well. £40 or $40 spend. You'll get that included, which is brilliant. But it is really busy. Lots of you already checked out. Lots of you with it in your basket. Loads of people commenting away as well. I love that we get lots of paper crafters joining us for these soft crafting shows as well, Sara. That's always lovely.
Oh, it's nice for everybody to see, isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's have a little look. Do you know what I'm going to do, Joe? I'm going to stitch him together, which means I'm going to go quiet for a little while.
All right.
I'm going to sit and do the stitching. You'll have to do the talking.
You'll do the stitching, I'll do the enriching. I'm going to have a look in these, let's go through the comments. Loads of you joining us this morning. Barbie, she is up bright and early on the West Coast. She is saying, I'm loving the gingerbread. Morning, says Hannah. It's very hot here in the UK. Do you know what? It's going to be 29 degrees today in the northeast. It's 25 already at 11:15. I mean, it must be like 60 degrees Celsius in London, I'm guessing, if it's 29 degrees up here today. OMG, you look so beautiful, Sara, Barbie says. Lots of love for your dress in the comments.
Oh, thank you, guys. Thank you. Look at this. I've got thread all over, Joe.
Oh, no worries.
Intentions. All right. Go on. You just keep talking.
No problem at all.
Thank you for all that love for my dress, guys.
Barbie says she sees the reindeer. She loves that. Helen saying hello from Ipswich in Suffolk. Oh, Helen's going to be joining us tomorrow on our Craft House show, which will be fun. Barbie also says, Joe, you look gorgeous today. The yellow looks great on you. Oh, thank you very much. I've been trying some brighter colours recently. I quite like it. It's
you
happy.
Look good in brighter colours.
Yeah,
I like brighter
so.
colours. I feel happier when I wear brighter colours.
Yeah, I used to wear lots of bright colours, and I think I just started wearing lots of blue and black all of a sudden. I don't know why, but yeah, I need to get back to the bright colours. Do love them. Mariah saying she got her Gemini Junior bundle yesterday. Couldn't pass up the great deal. Now is the time if you've been wanting one. It is. And the members mega deal is running. It's in this show. It's running all weekend, right the way up until the end of Sunday. Loads of you saying hello. I can see Sarah's here from Melbourne, Australia. Lots of you talking about what you are working on at the moment. Ray saying she loves the tree skirt. Mariah saying she'd love to try maybe making bunting with the applique dies. I think that's a great way of using them as well. Barbie loves the skirt. Ray crocheted a tree skirt from glitter yarn. How fabulous does that sound?
Wow, that sounds fabulous.
It really, really does. You look fabulous, Sara says. Jilly. I think the gingerbread man is definitely everyone's favourites from the comments.
You better get in and get him then. Or her, as it was. Whoever he, she is.
Them,
yes.
they.
You better get the gingerbread people. Because
Yes.
you can make little families of them, can't you?
You can indeed, which is great. Our producer, Laura, we're with Johnny's in the gallery today. Producer Laura, she is obsessed with gingerbread. She would absolutely love this applique die. Remember what you're getting though. You're getting, of course, the gingerbread. You're also going to get the baubles, the poinsettia, the foliage, and the character. The gingerbread man now 60% gone on its own. Imagine making glorious festive quilts. You know what you could make with this, Sarah? I've just had a brainwave.
Joe?
For your grace, you could make her a festive playmat. How amazing would that be?
Yes, I'm liking that idea. Do you know, and I think if I start now, because the thing is, I know what'll happen. We've done a few of these recently, Joe. I start off and I get really excited and I go really well on one of the on the weekend when I start, and then the problem is I lose steam a little bit and don't quite get finished. How many people like that and just have unfinished projects lying about?
Oh, you should see my crochet bag. I've got about 8 projects in there. Things I've forgotten. I had a look in it recently. I've lost, Sarah, I don't know how. I've lost a massive bag of hooks, crochet hooks. Can't find any of them anywhere. You haven't seen them anywhere, have you?
No, I haven't.
No, I can't find them anywhere. But I went in my bag the other day, pulled one project out. It was so old I couldn't even remember how to do the stitch. So I think I've given up on that one. And I'm very, very worried about the stock of the large collection, Sarah. Almost 40% now of that big collection has sold out and gone. Remember, you get all 5 of the dies. You're getting as well those gorgeous curved scissors in there. I know you're probably sick of hearing me bang on, but it is only 20 minutes in. And I genuinely think that the bundle could go in this hour. So do be quick for it if you want it. These scissors are pretty fancy. I know they're very functional, but they're also very fancy, Sarah.
They look good, don't they? Do you know, I'm going to use them actually for stuffing some of this toy stuffing into there. They've got the curved edge. So they're really, they're brilliant. You know, when I was like snipping the little bits that I'd caught on here, I'm not worried about catching them into my project because they've got them lovely curved edges on there, isn't it? Fabulous. Right.
Beautiful. What sort of stuffing are you using? I guess it's just like a polyester toy stuffing
Just
you're using.
Toy stuffing, absolutely, yes. I'll be honest, Bernie's brought me this one. This is Bernie's stuffing. So she's coming back up. She's going to be coming up in the second part of the show.
She is. At about 12 o'clock, the lovely Bernie will be here. I did Bernie's first ever show, you know, over on Create and Craft.
Is that right?
In fact, do you know what? I think my bag is in the gallery, and I think on our first show, Bernie made me a gift that she gave to me in this beautiful bag. These lovely little drinks coasters. I think I've got them with me. I was meant to bring them in and show you. I will have a look to see if they are in my bag in a minute, but I think they are. She's lovely. She always comes bearing gifts, our Bernie, you know.
She does. She's a great baker as well.
Yes.
Yeah. She quite often comes bearing baking gifts, or she makes lovely stuff. She does make makes nice gifts for everybody.
She does indeed.
Right.
Marianne saying hello from New Jersey. We're very international again today, Sarah.
Excellent. Glad to hear it.
Would love to see anything that you've been up to and making, whether it's, you know, sewing bits or Christmas bits. Definitely drop us a message. You can email us studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you want to see them. I have got them with me. I found them, Sarah.
You found them?
Yeah.
Oh,
Look.
that's so
on our
cute.
first ever show together, Bernie gave me this beautiful bag, and in this bag, she also gave me these gorgeous coasters. Look at those with Joe on them, made out of felt. How adorable are they?
She's so good, isn't
She is so good. That was about a year ago now, I think. I've still got them. I'm waiting till I move into my new place, and then I'll have them next to my bed, I think. They are gorgeous. Love those. Thanks for that, Bernie.
Look, those little scissors, Joe, are absolutely perfect for just getting all these little bits. Can you see where we just... And because they've got that little curved edge, they just pull in brilliantly. So there's my little gingerbread man. He's all stuffed. If you want to stick your buttons on, do you know, you can just stick them on with the fabric. All I'm going to do is pop a little bit more, because I didn't quite put enough on, and you're going to have to leave it for it to dry. But do you know what I should have done, Joe? I should have really put like a nice little hanger in there, couldn't I? And then we could have hung them on the Christmas tree. But how quick was that? And I did that right from scratch. You could be doing those with little. I know you're gonna love this. Tags. You could be making them as little tags for your gifts, because my friend did this one year. She did the tags that were on the gifts became ornaments that we hung on the tree, and I'm like, that is the best idea ever. I'm totally stealing that gift. So that there, if we make them as little ornaments to hang on, to go around your little tag, and then hang them on the Christmas tree as well.
I feel like this year I've banged on about tags so much, Sarah. I'm going to really have to get a good tag concept going on for my gifts this year for Christmas. I definitely want a tree skirt. That is being added to the list 100% because they are absolutely beautiful. It's very, very busy on the big collection. I'm going to run you through it as well. Lots of you as well. I love that loads of our paper crafters have gotten into sewing recently, and loads of you really loving the sewing projects that we're bringing to you, which is brilliant. Right, let's go back through this main collection because it is going very, very quickly. So the gingerbread, this one, the most vulnerable if you're going for the individuals. All the individuals are available. They are £12.99 or £18.95. You get two of them for £24 if you want. The best way to get the best value is to get, of course, the bundle, because in there you're going to get the gingerbread people, you're going to get the fabulous baubles, the beautiful poinsettia, and do you know what? It'd be lovely to maybe make a wreath that you could use time and time again. Maybe an indoor wreath would look beautiful, created from the poinsettia. You've then got the foliage in here as well. You've also got the bell in there too. And then, I love this one, super cute, these two. You've got Santa and the reindeer in there as well. All of those coming included. You're also going to get the most fancy pair of curved scissors I've certainly ever seen. They are our Fredda's curved scissors. They're almost a bit, I can't say this word very well, Aurora Borealis. Thank you. It's one of those I just really struggle with. My mum could never say millennium. It was very funny when we went to the Millennium Dome as children for a day out. So you're getting all of that included. £60 or $87 if you want to grab hold of that. 40% now of the stock of that brand new launch has gone. Remember, this is an exclusive launch. You, our CTV customers, are the first people that will be able to get your hands on these globally. Lots of you very excited about that. Something that I love, and we were chatting about these in our sort of morning meeting this morning, I was saying how gorgeous they are our Lewis and Irene fabrics. They are beautiful. These are the Tom 10s that you've got here. It's a Christmas fabric print collection, which is gorgeous. They're half-metre pieces. You've got 2.5 metres of fabric here in total, which is fantastic. In this festive collection, you get Starry Winter Sky, Festive Fun on both cream and grey. You get the multi tom-tom on the light blue and the dark blue as well. Really gorgeous. £35 or $48. Don't have as many of those as we would like to go around. Very busy on them already. How much has gone here? Oh, shut the front door. 80% of the Christmas ones already gone. If they're in your basket, definitely think about checking those out. A couple of other collections for you. Got a lovely winter collection. Okay, I didn't realise we were going to be this busy, Johnny. All of the fabrics that I'm about to show you now, collections 1, 2 and 3, are all limited stock. Let me share with you collection number 1. It's $31.50 or $42.70. Love this because it's winter themed. That means it's Christmassy, but it does mean you could get away with getting this out in about September and putting it away in about March time. I think it's got a lovely autumnal winter spring theme running through it. $31.50 or $42.70 if you want to go for those. The winter collection 2 is also limited stock. And this one is that I love that you got the hair in there, which is beautiful. $31.50 or $42.70. Remember, no one's paying that price. Extra 5% off for the members event. And finally, a third collection. I love this one. I think the robins on that dark background with the festive foliage looks gorgeous. $31.50 or $42.70 if you want to grab those. Now, a brilliant deal for you on our builder block patchwork system. This is a great deal because this is the one where you buy the Gemini builder block system, so this is the one that will make you 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 12 inch blocks. And then what we do is we throw in for free the alphabets. The alphabets worth $69.99 or $89.95. You're not paying for them. Great for personalization. Wonderful if you want to do cushions and projects with names and letters on them. Now, on Tuesday, we brought you a soft side show, and this one was your absolute star of the show. It is the Snap Fastener collection. This is just a really great utility to have around the house because it means you're going to put fastenings on a whole host of different things, from bags to clothes to cushions to all sorts. $29.99 is UK only. Half the stock of that one has gone, and you do get as well all the extra bits in there too, which is fantastic. Right, we're going to have to come back to the Gemini now. when we launched the members event, Sara and myself and all the team, we all sat down and said we want to do something really, really special this year for the members event. Yes, of course, you're going to get the 5%, you're going to get the double points, you're going to get the free tote bag, but something else, a really special deal that we just don't do all the time. So it was decided we would do this, the Gemini. We're going to give you the large Gemini machine with £100 or $100 worth of freebies. Now, the great thing that I love about this is that the freebies you're getting in here are amazing. You've got embossing folders, nesting dies, stamps and dies, edgeable dies. You've even got Sara's signature dies in here as well. They are amazing, the freebies that we have included in here for you. Take off that £100 or $100 worth of freebies and look at what you're then paying for the machine. It is amazing. I know a lot of you have been upgrading on this event from the junior to the large machine. The combined price on the large Gemini should be £285 or over $400. Today, it's $179.99 or $249.95. However, platinum members, $134.99 or $187.49. Platinum members saving an extra £45 or $62. We've also got the junior available in exactly the same format as well with the freebies. This is a while stocks last too. The value is the same, but the first members mega deal, it did actually sell out. We couldn't believe it in one day yesterday. So we worked really hard to bring this back to you at the same value, but already very, very busy on that. Everyone's going to get free postage and packaging. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling on that as well. Now, if you already have all the Gemini machines that you need, we've done some very special deals for you on all the plates and accessories that you may need. $19.98 gets you the 2 clear cutting plates along with that carry case as well, that storage bag there for you too. We've also got a great deal. Very busy on the plastic shim yesterday, saving 15% here. Great to get a discount on these core items, $8.49 or $12.70. And then we also have the junior plastic shim for you, $5.94 or $6.49. But the one that you guys absolutely loved and adored yesterday was this deal. It's the 3 metal cutting plates for $14.98 or $22.42. That's for the large Gemini. We also have it available for the smaller Gemini, $10.48 or $11.92 there. And this is the one, I think, especially if you are cutting a lot of fabric that you're maybe going to go through. Not quickly, I would say. Also, the new metal plates have got that lovely beveled edge on them. Now, Sara, there is not a shocking statistic, but a statistic I always just can't quite get my head around, like how many Geminis we've sold, but also how often one is sold everywhere in the world. There's a reason why so many are being sold, isn't there?
There are. The thing is, we've been selling this same machine now for over 5 years. And it's the same machine made to exactly the same specification now as it was 5 years ago. And that's because we cannot improve the specification. The only thing, it's a pretty simple machine actually. The only thing you can change or modify with it is the amount of pressure that you give. And what we opted for was to put the most amount of pressure into every machine from the off. Which means that now we do more intricate dies as the trends change and you want to cut different materials with those dies. All of that, you do the same thing on the same machine because we've given you the most amount of pressure, even though you maybe don't always need to use it. Now, the payoff, okay? Let me just tell you, the payoff is that much pressure has to go somewhere. And where it gets absorbed is in these plates. So what will happen is, if you're very diligent, you turn and you rotate your plates every time you use them, they will absorb the pressure on both sides evenly. If you don't, if you're a bit like me and you don't remember to, then what will happen is they'll start and bow a little bit over time, like this one's starting to. Now you can flatten them out a little bit. There's a trick that I talk about where you put them in the warm water, put them in boiling water and let them cool down. But actually, you've got, if you look at that deal that we've got today, you buy the 2 large cutting plates. Not only do you get the free carry bag to put them in, the zipper bag, but then you also get your members discount, the extra 5% discount, the double points, and the free gift when you spend over £40. So it's £40, $40. So it's a phenomenal deal on the plate. The same with the metal. Now, those of you who are watching this show and doing a lot of metal craft cutting, as Joe said, these are the plates that have that lovely bevel edge on them, so you don't worry about the edges. And what you'll find is, I mean, I generally tend to get a new metal plate out. I mean, we've got some under here that we use an awful lot, but we tend to get a new one out. If it's a new launch like this, we'll get a nice new plate out. So you're talking maybe every 2 to 3 weeks we'll get a new metal plate out with heavy usage in here, okay? But they're on 3 for 2. So you buy 3 metal plates and the third one is free. Now, The great thing about the Gemini, I've had a bit of an idea, Joe. I've decided we're going to cut that lovely bell, but I've got some of the amazing. We get this leather, by the way, from one of the upholsterers on the estate here around the corner. So I'm going to just cut out. If I just get my scissors, I'm going to cut out that bell in the scissors. And then I'm going to take it and cut it through the machine. So I'm going to cut the bell out of that lovely leather. And when we're cutting, in fact, I'll take it this way. So that's where I cut the position. Oh, talk about cutting it tight. You know I don't like to use a lot of material, don't like a lot of waste, but we've cut that quite fine. At the same time, I'm going to use my holly. And then the same one going through, I'm going to get a nice little piece of felt. This is out of the felt pack that we get, Joe. And I'm just going to fold this in half, and I'm going to cut a couple of pieces of the felt at the same time. And we can do lovely holly with the little bells on here.
People that are not sewers going for these dyes, Sarah. Nicole, the lovely Nicole Bretherick, saying, oh, I'm not a sewer, but I'm really thinking about getting these. After you said about hand sewing, she says that they're going to be perfect for Christmas decoration. So what a great first project if you're not a sewer, but you were thinking about getting into maybe some hand sewing. Or a lot of people hand sewed as children, didn't they? So have that skill.
Your granddaughter would love these, Nicole. And you could sit and do the cutting out together, and then you could sit and hand sew it together. And that, I mean, I don't know about you, but every year we have the baubles, the ornaments on the tree that the kids have made. How wonderful for them to be able to make their ornaments with these lovely dyes. That's what these dyes have been designed for. Look at that, so we've got that perfect. That's what the dyes have been designed for, so that you can do all of your own fabric cutting like this. So they're all that thicker metal. So the Gemini is just absolutely perfect for it. What you can do as well is, those of you that have the large Gemini and the Junior, it astounded me yesterday the amount of people who have the Gemini Junior. So you maybe started off your journey with the Gemini Junior, and now you are getting yourself the large one as well. So the Junior plates will go into your large machine, right? And by the way, those metal plates which are going crazy, we do them in the Junior size on 3 for 2 as well. So if you want to get extras of the Gemini Junior,
3 for 2,
3
half
for 2.
price, Sarah.
Sorry. Half price, they are. 3 for 2. I was underselling it there. You're right, you're half price. I'll let you do that. Look, what I'm going to do is, I've got one of the embossing folders that comes in with your Gemini, and I'm just going to put this through the embossing folder. So when we're doing 3D embossing, you're going onto your base plate, you're then going with your clear plate, and you're going with your top plate, and I'm going to send that through my Gemini.
Wonderful, very busy on those metal plates. Remember, half price, you can get 3 of the large ones, all 3 of the Junior ones. Loads of people still commenting away on Facebook. Loads of people having a natter this morning, which we love, Sarah. Riney on YouTube saying, so used to seeing Sarah in purple, but that red colour really makes me miss summertime. Currently sat here in winter in Australia. But I mean, even Australian winter's not really it's not like a northeast winter, is it?
No.
I'd imagine anyway.
I don't imagine it's winter like we're used to it. No, definitely not. Right. What I've done, Joe, is I've just put a little bit of gilding wax on that, just to show off that embossing beautifully, right? Now, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take this, and I want to attach on my 2 holly leaves onto the bell. So I need a red berry. Well, you know what will be perfect for a red berry? I've got it all planned. The snap fastener, right?
Oh,
because
yes.
Look at this, your snap fastener tool. You get the tool in here, but it also comes, when you buy the tool, you get the extra set of the snap fasteners included for free. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my tool out. Who's not seen the snap fastener before? Can I just tell you, all you paper crafters out there that think this is a one for soft craft, you totally need this. Look, these ones are little hearts, Joe. How cute are these little hearts? I'm going to use one of the red ones out of here, though.
Half the back in stock has gone on that, Sara. Very busy. We sold a lot of these on Tuesday when we featured it for the first time, this brand new stock. These are just great. I think even if you're not a crafter, you need this in your life, because how often have you got an outfit, or you've got a shirt that gapes, or doesn't sit properly, or you would have loved an extra button on something. This will put that in there for you very quickly. Also on things like bags, or there's just so many different ways you're going to use this around the home. If you maybe buttons come off the back of a cushion or something like that, great for a whole host of different things. Snap fasten them where, Matt? Director Matt just said he snap fastens his. That's a pretty good idea. You would not believe the last few minutes of before every show is me running around saying, where is my cards? Where have I put them? Where? And usually they're like on the counter in front of me. He says I could snap fasten them to myself. I actually think orange, yellow and purple looks quite nice together. Maybe we'll give that a go.
Okay, right, go fine. Right, anyone who hasn't seen it before, you let me show you how they work. So, you get 3 different types of little things, and you get the things that look like little drawing pins. And then can you see the other side of them? You get male ones and female ones, because that's obviously how they snap together. So you need 2 little drawing pins, and then we need a male fastener and a female fastener, right? So what I'm going to do is I've gone through, this is where I want to pin these on. I've gone through my 2 little holly leaves and through my bell on the back, right? And then if I lift this off, so we'll come first of all, and I'm going to go through the 2 holly leaves, and we're going to get one of our backs on here. So it doesn't really matter which one, but that goes onto there, and you kind of push it on, which will kind of set it in place to start with. So you push it on, and then you just bring it into the tool, and it sits in the tool. And what before you just make sure it's sitting correctly in that tool, and then give it a push down, right? So we've fastened on the first part, and then the same here, we're going to come through from the back. We're going to come put the other part of the snap fastener on there, Joe, just fix them in place, and then I'm just going to make sure these are here. So these I think would be lovely, just like I'm just thinking for the kids to play with, because look at this, I've now done where you snap on your holly leaves onto your little bell.
Oh, that looks amazing. I love that. What a really great quick project that is. Remember, if you want to go for the snap fastener, $29.99, it is UK only. You've got a great saving on there as well. You're saving $14.99, which is basically the price of the extra, selection box there of the snaps that go with that. Right, we need to go back to that main collection. Really, really busy. Half the stock has gone. Right, I need to let you know, right, if you get like any sound streakers, as in like noises, there's a window. It's so hot today, right?
So hot.
There's a window behind me just here. I think that was like the Krusty Cobb van coming around or something, ready for lunches. As there's a massive window here that's open. What a massive window, like a top window. And there's one on the other side just to try and get a bit of breeze through. But if they come and empty the bins while we're on air, there's no way we're going to be able to disguise it, because it's really loud with the windows closed. So let's just hope that today isn't bin day, okay? Right, there we go, breaking that 4th wall. Now, let me just take you back to what you're getting included in here. So you've got the gingerbread in here. I think, am I right in saying, Producer Johnny, this is still the most popular individually? Oh my, 3/4 of the stock gone of this one. Check out what you could be making though with this, because it doesn't have to be big quilting projects, does it, Sarah? It could just be something a little bit smaller.
I'm taking my gingerbread people die home. Can you notice I've made it dual function now, and I'm going to make this little guy here. I think that is absolutely totally got. I don't know who's made this, but it's one of my favourite things. And you know what? I could see that being like a family heirloom. And you don't have to be the world's best sewer to sew this, because all of this will just stick on. These have been hand stitched onto the front here, so you don't even have to have a sewing machine to stitch this. And actually, even just making a basic cushion cover. I'm going to do a cushion later on in the show, Joe, so I'm going to show everyone how to do a nice easy cushion cover, and I just think how brilliant. That's going to be fantastic.
Brilliant. Make sure you grab that 3/4 of the gingerbread man gone person. Gingerbread
Ginger
person.
people.
We've got to be very 2020. There we go. We've got the baubles in there, the fabulous baubles.
Oh, I've got a lovely design for the
show us your
too.
baubles.
Show us your baubles. Here's my lovely baubles. Fabulous. Look at that. They are absolutely amazing.
Beautiful. You've got the poinsettia in here as well, which is fantastic. And you're also, there's the poinsettia.
I've got the poinsettia. I'm coming out. I'm not fast enough, Joe. I'm coming with the poinsettia. Right. Brilliant.
Love that.
And do you know what I love about this one? You have a nice look up close. So who's done this one? Nicola. She's used gold thread. Thread around there, and actually that bird, I'll get you to show them that bird as well later, Joe, because that's in another set that we've got, isn't it?
Well, I'm going to share that with you in a moment, because it's in another collection which is also limited stock already. That's your poinsettia. Then you've got your foliage in there, which has got the bell on, which is the one that you just saw Sara using there. And of course, you are getting the wonderful Santa and Rudolph, or the reindeer, in there as well. All of those come in the collection, which is brilliant. You also get these gorgeous Beautiful curved scissors, which are perfect for using with these kinds of projects. If you want to grab all of that, £60 or $87 is your price. Platinum members, remember platinum members, you're getting an extra 5% off as part of our members event. Of course, you're getting the double points as well. But that means platinum members in the UK would only spend £45 on this today. You get a quarter off, which is absolutely fantastic. Now, there was another launch of these pretty recently, just a few weeks ago, of the everyday shapes that we brought to you. I just want to share those with you because they are also very, very busy. Here are the ones that you've got. Now, there is less than 30 of these available to go around, I'm hearing, and they are limited stock. So if you want them, you want it to be quick. But in here, what you've got is the wreath and vines, the bow and hearts, the fabulous flowers, and the beautiful bird as well. It's all included in there for you. $13.96 or $20.80 is your saving on those. Everyone's getting that little bit extra back off as well. Loads of you commenting away, both over on Facebook. Our social media superstars are monitoring the conversation over on YouTube as well. Elaine says she's gone from bronze to gold during the event. Ooh, loads of people. Lynn saying, Joe, I keep telling you that each time you mention tags, I need to put £1 in a tag jar. Apparently, I'll nearly have a holiday at this rate, I reckon. Pat saying she's going to try making gnomes using the largest bauble die for the beard and then her nesting triangles for the rest. Love that you guys are already coming up with ways of using this. Upgraded from the Gemini Mini to the Junior. Ruth Ann is saying, taking advantage of that member's mega deal. Lynn Christie as well saying, if you call the ornaments round shiny things baubles, what do you call the rest of the things that you put on the tree? Trying to learn the English words. So the round shiny ones are baubles. Yeah. But all the shaped ones are baubles, aren't they?
We just call everything we stick on the tree. You kind of call them your Christmas tree decorations. Yeah. But then you have the beads and then you have the bows, but then the tinsel.
Do you have tinsel? Because I feel tinsel's a bit divisive. Some do, some don't. And either you love tinsel and you like it, literally the house is swimming in it, or you wouldn't be seen dead with tinsel on your tree. You either fall in one camp or the other, I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. I remember when I first started dating Simon, his mum insisted that he still had to do the Christmas tree every year. And he was 19, so I thought that was quite funny. He had to come and do the Christmas tree. And them doing the Christmas tree was they put the Christmas tree up and Simon just gets the tinsel box and just goes round and round and round. So you can hardly not see the tree by the time you get to the end of it because it was just tinsel. And I was like, oh my life, he's never touching the tree in my house. And so I've never let him do the tree in our house. For the last 20
Christmas
years.
trees are very subjective, aren't they?
Yes.
People like them how they like them, and that is how they like them. It's really one of those things. I quite like quite a less is more Christmas tree. My mum always had a small tree and she'd try and get absolutely everything on it. So I've sort of pared it back a bit now, which is lovely. Right, very busy on that big collection. What do you fancy showing us next, Sarah?
Right, I was going to have a go with that poinsettia because you guys know I love poinsettias, and I would love to be able to do one of these. I would love, I mean, the amount of work in this is just gorgeous. And do you know what it is? It's a mix of, so it's got your lovely big poinsettias in, but then it's also got these connector pieces, which I think is a lovely idea. And these connector pieces are from, let me get you it here. It is, oh, there's the bird anyway. And then you can use the bird, but then also these connectors, which is from your beautiful bird, your wreath and vine, from that collection, the one that was also quite limited, Joe, as well, just to warn you. So that is the ones that you're going to use to connect here. So I'm going to keep them. I'm not going to put a bird on mine. I'm just going to do the poinsettia. But you know, a bird would look really nice, and look how easy it is to do. They all work in the same way. You get the idea. If I go and make a bird, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to be halfway through my bird, and we're going to sell out of birds. So if you want the bird, go and get the bird. Here we go. So here's all these extra dies, and they are, remember, the thicker dies that you have for these. And then here are the beautiful wreath dies as well. So there's the wreaths that go with it too. So remember, we're just going to come in. Don't forget to get, while you're on, your extra Gemini, your extra metal shims, right? So I went on that side there. So I'm going to switch over and do this one here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get, I've got a couple of different shades of felt. So I've got some different red felts on here, and I'm going to go with my, let's have a look, I think I'll do the large one on this colour. And then what you'll do is, you see, keep all of the felt that's left over, because you can use all of these extra little bits as well. And then I'm going to pop this one down here. So we're going to cut that one there. At the same time, we can also do some, let's have a look. I've got the little yellow one, so we can do a couple of the middles as well, the yellow felt. And then I'm going to do a couple of little bits of the green felt too and put all of those around here. I've got
really busy on those metal plates. Remember as well, everyone gets the extra 5% off. Just to let you know, log into your account and then everything you're looking at, the price you see is the price that you're going to pay. If you normally get 15% off, the price that you're seeing will include that extra 5% taking you to 20. Platinum, it'll include the extra 5% taking you up to 25%, which is brilliant. Remember, it runs completely site-wide as well, right up until the end of Sunday, and you also get double points as well. Don't forget as well about this, the members event tote bag. If you spend over £40 or $40, this will automatically appear in your cart, which is fantastic. So don't miss out on that. Some people strategically ordering, I was hearing. A couple of people, Anne-Marie got 4 of these on the way. She was letting me know yesterday, because a lot of you, I guess, will order every day as you usually do. You'll get one every single time you have a qualifying basket. So always good to know.
Right, I'm just layering up all my pieces, and because you've got those large plates, you can do everything all on one, Joe. So you're only using, it's basically one pass. That you take your time in the prep work, getting it all cut out and ready. So I've got some little leaves, some big leaves on here. We'll cut them all out at the same time, building them all onto there. And then all you need is your frosted shim. And if you find your frosted shim starts to bow, okay, you see mine's bowing a little bit. Still works in exactly the same way. I'm just going to flip it over and use the underside this time. But we also have those on the show if you want to get one of those. Now, I'll be really honest, what I do at home is I keep one of my sets of plates for fabric cutting. Look, hearing all that cracking. One for fabric cutting and one for paper crafting. Now, if you're panicking about that cracking, that is because we're cutting felt. So think all those fibres as well, you've got all those fibres cutting the felt. Because we're cutting it into the metal, we're going to get such a nice, sharp, clean cut.
I know some people find it a little bit alarming, the noise. I find it reassuring because I know that it's really giving you that good, proper cut. You're getting all that pressure. It's a bit like using a power tool, I think, sometimes. There's something satisfying, isn't there, about
really
the noise that it makes. That's what I think it is. Have a guess who's saying hello? Someone's not said hello for ages. Jan in Ravello, because when I was in Italy recently, Sara,
yes,
I actually called in, popped round to Jan's. We went for a glass of Prosecco in the piazza in Ravello. Oh, it was absolutely gorgeous.
How the other half live. That's all I can say. That same weekend you were in Ravello, I was in the Lake District and it was raining and I was in a tent. How the other half live is all I would say.
Fair enough. Lovely to see you joining us today, Jan.
Right, so what I've done now is I've just got a little bit of fabric so I can do a bit of quilting with this as well, right? So if I just line all of this up, I'm going to line it up and I'm going to stick it with my fabric glue as well, Joe. So I'm just going to kind of stick this on. I'll lie it all out, ready how we're happy with it, and then I'll stick them down.
Wonderful. Very busy on this Christmas collection, Sara. 60% of a big stock has now sold out and gone. A lot of people sat with these in their basket at the moment as well. I'm so excited for everyone to get these home and start creating beautiful, beautiful things with them. Very busy across all the fabrics on the show as well. I'll give you a reminder of those fabrics in a wee while. Don't forget as well, this is just Friday. There's still 2.5 days of our members event to come after this. Really, really special Colour Me Happy show coming up a little later with myself and Sara. We're going to be getting sparkly, aren't we, Sara?
I can't wait for this afternoon show. It's going to be a big one, I promise you.
It's going to be gorgeous. And then tomorrow, of course, you've got a launch day tomorrow and then a launch day on Sunday. I mean, they've got 3 launch days in a row. That's how we roll here at Crafters TV.
How we roll. That's what happens when it's a members event, you see.
Absolutely. Really saying thank you to all of our lovely loyal members. And yes, for our members event, we'll have 2 more launch days coming up. There's also a really, really special craft house coming your way with myself and Craig as well on Saturday afternoon. We have the lovely Helen on, and we're going to be looking at all things hunky-dory. We've got loads of brand new hunky-dory items for you in that show, which is brilliant. I'm with Debbie for the launch day in the morning, and then I'm back with Craig for launch day Sunday, and then also Sunday afternoon here in the UK, I'll be back with Debbie for Second Chance Sunday. And remember, all of these fantastic deals, the members mega deal, hopefully it will be here all weekend. It is while stocks last, and it is, I know, extremely busy. But that extra 5% off that double points promotion. If there's stock of the bag as well, we'll continue to give you the free tote throughout the weekend as well. Loads of you letting me know what you've been up to. Lots of you talking about what you're using these for. The snap fasteners people love. I did see on Tuesday's show people talking about using the snap fasteners and putting them on things like microfiber cloths and tea towels and then pinning them to their aprons and stuff, which I thought was a lovely
genius idea. Well, I'm going to be using it again in a little bit. I've got some more hints and tips for you. Before I do, I'm going to iron that down. Now, little tip for you, Joe, right? So I've got my little homemade ironing board here. This is just literally a piece of wood with some wadding on and the fabric on the top. Now, to get that glue stick really well, we're going to iron over the top of this, right? However, I'd be worried about getting glue on my iron. So we do this sheet. Now, it looks a little bit, when you look at it, it looks a little bit like what we use for, you know, when we're doing our inking. However, it's not. It's just the same colour, but it's got different properties. So if I want to iron this over here, I put the sheet down, and you know how like when you iron something and you're worried about if you can iron over top of it, so you put a tea towel over it. Yes. It's like doing that, but professionally. So can you see it's lifted all that glue through? So that glue, this will all dry clear, but look how well that's good, how much better that is going to stick now, because we've got that heat going through. But I haven't worried about those blobs of glue going onto my iron, because I would worry, because that would clog up my iron. And you don't want to, I don't know about you, but in my house I don't have a separate iron for doing my my crafting. I just have the one iron. So this way, you've got that, there we go, I'm going to make sure that's stuck down nice and well. And also, I mean, our felt is absolutely fine to iron onto. However, some felts, you'd be worried about it not being fine. So there we go. So you can get that ironed and stuck down really, really well. And then if you want to go and quilt it, I've just got another piece behind here, and I can just line this up over the top, and I could just go and quilt straight through that. I mean, I actually quite like it just stuck on there though, Joe. But you could do an extra bit of quilting on there if you wanted to quilt onto it too. So that's just using the poinsettias, because you know I love a good poinsettia.
Yes, it looks absolutely beautiful there. Michelle Joyce over on Facebook saying, does the Gemini Junior bundle on offer at the moment include the plates? As it doesn't mention the plates in the description. It does. Both the Junior and the Gemini, large Gemini, all come with everything you'd expect as standard. So both the clear cutting plates, the magnetic shim, the metal shim, the purple embossing mat, and also that plastic shim, the full user guide, all the free dies that you'd normally get with both machines, and also then all of that £100 or $100 worth of freebies as well. It is all included for you. Fear not, which is fantastic. Lots of you as well saying, I've bought the Geminis, I need the smaller one as well. I was waiting for it to come on offer. Lots of you grabbing those. Right, let me just share with you. Remember that mat that Sara was just using there? There's the details again for that. Very, very busy for the applique pressing mat. Just really brilliant, as Sara was saying, for saving your iron, which is great, but giving you that really lovely professional result as well, which is fantastic. $9.99 or $14.95 if you would like to grab that one. Right, the fabrics, oh man, these are amazing. Now let's take you through them first. Now I know, are they all still very limited stock, Johnny? Okie doke. So this one is the most limited, down to single figures on the Christmas fabric. So let me show you what you're getting. Here is that beautiful Father Christmas. He's kind of like a Scandinavian gnome meets Father Christmas. They're half-metre pieces for you as well across all of these different collections. So let me just bring that out so you've got a visual idea of what a half-metre piece looks like. Some call it half-metre. In the US, you may call it a half-yard. There are tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of free projects that you'll find online for half meters or half yards. It's a really good versatile size of fabric for you to work with. So let me just pop that down onto there. So that is your Father Christmas in the blue. You've also got Santa then, same sort of design, and I love it, that sort of Know-Me Santa there in the ice blue grey. You've then got Santa with his mates here as well. He's with the gnomes, and he's also with your Christmas trees and your presents in there. This one is beautiful, and this is not necessarily just Christmas. This is your Starry Night one, which I think is absolutely gorgeous. And then you've got Father Christmas or Santa Claus with his mates, again on that lovely cream backing there this time, which is brilliant. So there is that one. Right, winter collection. This is winter collection, I think this is winter collection 3, this one, isn't it? the dark one. This is Winter Collection 1, is it? This is Winter Collection 3. Sorry, I've got them upside down. So I love this. I think it's very grown up, very classy. Do you know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of very expensive wallpaper you'd find in your fancy friends downstairs loo. That's what it reminds me of. Very bold. Really love that. You've also then got this beautiful red winter star, which is this one just here. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you got the earth one. Now this has got the stags and the hares on it. Always really popular Christmas themes right there. This one just here, this is the black winter floral, which is beautiful. Really lovely. I can't stop. I keep going back to this. I think I might have to get some cushions made out of this. It's so nice. The next one you've got is the blackberry, which is this one just here. Really lovely patterns there. So that's number 3 that you've got there. I'm guessing this one here is number 2 that I've got just here. This is very beautiful, all of your blue. So we're looking at exactly the same patterns here, but we're just looking at them in different colourways. So again, you've got the birds there, you've got the stars in the blue, which is gorgeous. You've got the red deer and hare, which is wonderful. You've got the beautiful green there in the floral, and you've got the red berries there as well. All beautiful, really lovely quilting quality, 100% cotton that we're looking at here as well with these, which is lovely. One more option for you as well. This one is beautiful. It's kind of like a peachy tone that you've got just here, which is gorgeous. Loving that. We've then got the stars as well, which will correspond. The great thing is about the way they've been put together is that you've got sort of a plain corresponding and then something more patterned to work with it as well. You've got the green deers and hares in this one, which is wonderful. You've got that beautiful peachy corally colour there in the foliage, and then you've got that lovely pop of the berries on that lovely neutral background, which is absolutely gorgeous. 31.50 or 42.70. They are all limited stock though, so you will need to be careful for them. Oh dear, we're only an hour through the show. I'm a little bit concerned. 2/3 of the Christmas dies have gone. It is a brand new exclusive launch. Remember, in here you're going to... How are we doing for the gingerbread individually, Johnny? Oh, 80%. I think the gingerbread man is definitely going to go. Oh dear, what am I like? We've got the Christmas baubles in here. We've also got the poinsettia. You've got the festive bell and foliage, which is that one there. And you've got Santa and Rudolph there. And also, remember, you're getting those beautiful scissors included in there as well. Those wonderful curved scissors for you. £60 or $87 to get all of that. Right now, I've swapped the boss out. I've got my special guest in the studio now. Bernie's here with me. How are you, Bernie?
Hiya, Joe. I thought I'd just pop along on a Friday. It's lovely. I've not been here on a Friday before.
It's lovely,
It's
especially when the
fab.
weather's nice and we've got the windows open as well. Having a bit of a natter, doing a bit of sewing. I mean, it really couldn't be better. These dies are beautiful, aren't they? And I'm guessing, Bernie, so many different ways that you're going to be able to use these. And you're going to be doing them tomorrow, is it, down on Crate and Craft?
I am, yes. So I'm on 11:15 in the morning, and then I'm on again at 6, but that's a different show. So there's other essentials on there as well.
Sounds great.
And then 2 shows on Sunday morning as well. So I can't wait. We've got, honestly, I love applique. I love free motion sewing. I like to do it by hand stitching. I like to do it just with a running stitch on the machine. There's so many different options, but like Sara was showing earlier on, and we can see from the beautiful samples, I mean, making your little 3D ornaments as well and putting your little loops on there to hang them on the tree. And do you think I might be able to slide this one and keep it for tomorrow? Because
I think so.
This is like amazing. I would
really
never
is.
ever, and that's where, obviously, from a papercraft side, that's where it's coming in, that you've got that multi-use. So the main things on these, Joe, say we've got those 5 sets that we've looked at throughout the morning already. With these, they are our multimedia dies. So if I just get that one back out that Sara was doing, that poinsettia, it was absolutely fantastic. You can see that they are that rose gold colour. And that's what stands out to us, that these are the multimedia dies. So they're going to go through all of your different mediums. So from your paper, your card, your fabric, your cork, your glitter fabric, your faux leather, your leather, as we've seen. We've gone through the leather with this one. Jute, like Hessian. You know, you see lots of decorations like that, don't you? Very like Scandi sort of decorations. So you are going through those multi-layers through the Gemini, obviously, and I love my Gemini. I've had mine, I was trying to work out when I got it, it was 3.5 maybe years ago. Didn't think I'd ever need a Gemini until I started using it. But obviously when you're seeing them with these dies, just the impact it makes. And I mean, we can see, I mean, I'm just going to pull this one in again, and I'm sure I'm just going to name check this one, Sally. The Sally Smith in our design team made this one.
It's beautiful, isn't it?
It's absolutely fantastic. So she's done the little Santa on there on first, and then we've got the reindeer, and I'm going to actually demo the reindeer. But just one of the viewers was saying earlier, Joe, about making a gnome. So can you see the Santa, if I put him that way for the overhead, how easily could you turn him into a gnome?
Oh yeah, what a great idea.
Couldn't you?
Yeah.
And you can mix and match with these dies as well. So when you're seeing, obviously if you're getting the set, which is obviously the best way to go, you've got this Santa hat here. Now if I just grab that gingerbread family cushion.
The gingerbread people. Now talking about grabbing it, Bernie, I don't know what we're going to do for the second half of the show, because it's limited stock on that big collection. That brand new exclusive collection has gone limited stock. Less than 10% of the stock remains. If it's in your basket, please check it out, because I don't want you to miss out on it. Once it goes, we do have some of the individuals. However, I think the gingerbread man isn't far behind. I think the gingerbread people, sorry, excuse me, Bernie, will be going very, very soon as well. They're just all so usable, aren't they, Bernie?
They are, and they're so interchangeable with the others. Like I say, with this one here, we've got the little Santa's hat on the gingerbread man. That is the man, that one. So you can interchange them as well. That's what's great. And also if you're using them with your other die sets. So let me just pop that back on there. We've got some of the sets today, obviously the decoration ones and the vines that Sara was using with the Poinsettia, but that's what Alison's made on this one, and put these ones together. And obviously you make and then just works of art. I mean,
gorgeous.
That adorned on over a bed or on the back of your sofa, Joe.
Beautiful.
You know, if you want just a nice, you know, because sometimes you can't afford to change all your decor, so you change your curtains and your cushions. Have something like this, especially at Christmas, and everyone's going to be coming around and putting orders in, and then, you know, you've got to then make them for everyone else. But that's what I find happens with me.
Particularly that one behind you there, the quilt hung up behind you. Annie Connecticut was saying how gorgeous that one is there on the back with the little houses and stuff. Really beautiful.
I mean, this one here, I mean, it's just made up of squares and triangles that Stephen's made here. But then look how cute that is with the little reindeer just peeking out behind Santa from behind. So it just, you know, it just sets off. And all this is just all zigzagged on a machine. So there's nothing scary about it, because I think sometimes people see applique and they are quite scared by the fact of, well, you know, how do we do it? So I'm going to do the
What's your favourite way of using them, Bernie?
Applique.
Applique.
Definitely applique. I can do the little 3D ones, but I like to be on my sewing machine. So I'm not a fan of hand stitching.
Right.
Although sometimes, which is very ironic, I love doing English paper piecing, which is hand stitching.
Okay.
It's weird, isn't it? But I don't like mending things, and you know, when
you
you've
like
got
what you like, don't you?
Yeah,
That's the way it is.
exactly.
I think a lot of the time. Stacey was asking over on Facebook. She said, do you have to sew the applique? If you glued the applique, would you then have to sew over it afterwards, or would the glue be enough to hold it in place?
It depends on the usage. So if you're making a hanging one, so say for the if you're making a little gingerbread man, you can glue him, and if that's going to be hung on a tree or just for a decoration, it doesn't need no stitching. You can put the stitching on as a decorative sort of style, but you don't have to do it. So if you don't have a sewing machine and you're not a sewer, you can still do these. So they're absolutely perfect. And I say it to do with sort of the children and get the children involved. And it's another different activity at home. And everyone loves, obviously, Christmas. Everyone loves Christmas. So, you know, ideal time now. And we all, well, us crafters have probably already started Christmas probably a couple of months ago, haven't we?
I I reckon 100%. Lots of people stocking up on all things Christmas during this members event as well, because remember, everyone gets that extra 5% off. A lot of people talking about the tinsel debate on Facebook. Definitely tinsel on the tree for Robin in Maryland. Ray saying yes, tinsel in their house as well. Mariah's boyfriend, you'll love this one, Bernie. Mariah's family have bought him her boyfriend a bauble every year since he was born with a date on it. So each year he decorates, he can see all of them and reminisce. How sweet is that?
How lovely is that?
Really
I've got
beautiful.
a few sort of old baubles from going through the years, but I don't have any ones that we've done as a family. I wish we had done now, because it's something every year that you can just sit and sort of talk about, can't you? And, you know, and reminisce about time Christmas has gone by, and, you know, remember when all the family was over, and there's always some little drama, isn't there?
I can tell you a story or three. Don't you worry about that, Bernie.
Oh, you can tell me later, Joe. Tell me later. But that's it. You see, it's having fun and doing things together. And I think when you've got something like this, that if you wanted to sit and I don't want to put that one on there. Try and sit and cut all of these out by hand. Well, I think I would give up. I wouldn't do it. Whereas when you've got these and you've got our dies, because they're going through multiple layers at a time. Obviously, Sarah and I have been cutting through 2 layers of felt today. But you can cut multiple layers of felt 4 easily and try it. Oh, I love that noise as well, Joe.
I love it. It gives me, fills me with confidence, that noise.
I do. I love it. But yeah, you can see you're going through those multiple ones. And I say you don't just have to use felt. We've got a lot of the samples today where we have used fabric. Now, they'll cut through fabric on their own, or if you... Where's my die got? See, they're that good. They've gone with the plate. What you can do is if you've got some interfacing for the back of your fabric, and do it that way, and then you can iron them straight onto the fabric.
Oh, lovely idea of using them like that.
And then again, you wouldn't have to stitch. So if people are wanting to do it and not wanting to stitch, you know, that's the I don't want to say the cheats way, because it's not a cheats way, it's an alternative way.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people on Facebook today and in the comments have been saying that they are not sewers, but love the idea of hand sewing these for the first time, or just using glues to applique them onto. Absolutely, you can do that as well. Elizabeth saying she just went shopping, got the snap fasteners and some fabric as well. And Rosalind says she keeps all the decorations that the children make in school, which is a lovely thing to do. Really lovely. How about making your own little festive jumper with this? Could you imagine with all the different characters, like build a little scene on a jumper? How beautiful would that be?
Right, Joe, we're on a mission now.
Right.
So a few years ago, where I used to work, we started off a Christmas jumper competition.
Right.
I'm a little bit competitive.
Very competitive.
So I made my Christmas jumper, I decorated my Christmas jumper, and I won a hamper.
Wow.
So I was chuffed to bits. I had a Christmas tree on it. I've still got it. I had bunting on it. Everything you could throw at it, I had on it. These
sounds like my kind of jumper, Bernie.
These are perfect. I'm just looking for my ironing board. Here we go. Oh, yeah. These are absolutely perfect for that, because then. And as well, you can choose your own design. So at the moment, you've got to go out to the supermarket or online and choose what you're going to have. Whereas with this, you can say, right, well, I want one of them, I want one of them, I want one of them, and then just glue them on.
Perfect. If you want to grab that fabric that Bernie's using there, it's the batik fabric that was on Softer Side of Life on Tuesday. So definitely grab that. Go back to Tuesday's show and you'll be able to grab that one from there. Very busy on all those fabrics that I shared with you as well. Some of those down to single figures now. Robin and Marilyn saying that they were all beautiful. I'm going to show you, Bernie, my favourite one, because look how...
Oh, let's have a look.
Isn't that just...
Wow.
Isn't that stunning?
That's the Black Robin one, isn't it?
Beautiful, so very grown up. I'd like that on a wallpaper, I think, Bernie. It's really delicious.
Fabulous. It's very, I want to say a certain designer, but I don't know whether I'm allowed to say.
Probably not, I reckon.
I'll tell you, I'll tell you later. But it does remind me of a style, that style.
Very expensive wallpaper that you find in your posh friend's downstairs loo. That's what it reminds me of.
So I just want to show you this, Joe, what I'm doing here. So I'm planning on stitching this. So I'm putting very little glue on there. So if you were going just do it and you want to glue it down and keep on, obviously you'll put some more on. I'm putting very little on there because I literally just want to grab it to grab. I'll just put a little bit, obviously a little bit more than I put on, and I'm just wanting it to position. So basically what I'm going to do is when I come to stitch it through on the machine, that's going to hold in place. Now obviously if you didn't have that on, you'd have to pin it, and we hate pins, don't we? We hate pins. So I'm going to do one because I know we've gone so quick today, the time, hasn't it?
It really, really has.
Oh, I'll get this one on and show you. So I'm going to have his little antler at a quirky angle. And I say, you've got the picture on as well. So if ever you get stuck and you're not sure, for placement wise, we always give you that design on there. So similarly like with the bell, you know, you've got extra bit, but you don't have to put all of those pieces on. So if you're making the bell, you don't want the star on, you don't need to have the star on. If you want Rudolph to have some little buttons down his front, you know, you can put them on. It's totally weird, basically just giving you those dies for you to cut out, and then your design mind, if you like, if that's the right phrase, can just go wild.
Absolutely, it can. And the great thing is, you know, what people don't enjoy with doing things like applique, the taking the pattern and tracing around it and then cutting it out with the scissors and then finding it doesn't match, or it's the wrong size, or it's not right. That's not the bit that most people find joy in when they do their sewing, is it? The bit that people find joy in, I'm guessing, Bernie, is the bit that you're doing right now, is the composition, laying it all out, you know, piecing it together, building the scene, and then the actual sewing. So think of the dies really just like a fast track to get you to that bit that you love, which is wonderful. Anne on Facebook was asking if that sheet that you're using is the same as the craft mat that we do for Spectrum Noir. It isn't, is it? It's different. It's
no, it's
different properties than that.
Yeah, it looks, it's the same colour, similar colour. It's a bit like bacon sheet sort of material. So it's a non-stick. So what will happen is whatever you're pressing through there, it will sort of temporarily stick to the back. So if there was a big lump of glue there, it would temporarily stick on the back of the mat. But then what you do is just leave it to dry, or cool, sorry, and it just scrapes away lightly. So again, if you're using heat and bond as well, you may get a little bit of adhesive glue around, or Bondo Web, there's a few different ones on the market. You might have sort of an outline of one that you've put your down on. Just let it cool and then just scrape it away. Or you can wash them in warm soapy water, just lukewarm warm soapy water as well, if you're doing a lot of heavy work. The other thing, can I just show you with this mat, the other thing what's really good with it as well, is when you're laying your pieces up. So if you've got, you wanting to make a standalone, but I want to stick the reindeer's head on there, but obviously I'm not sticking it onto anything, it's just going to be freestanding. So what you can actually do is put your little bit of glue on there. Oh, so
like using almost like a work mat.
Yeah, but it gets even better. There we go. Something right. So, pop your mat over and use it as a sandwich. Wonderful. So you're not going to get anything on your reindeer that you're sticking. You're also not going to get anything onto your ironing mat.
Perfect.
And that's what I love, because I've had that happen before where I've got stuff all over me iron, and then my ironing mat, and now obviously we're sticking together.
Oh, brilliant.
So it's stuck. So there we go. So I'm not sure, have I got time to sew a little bit, Joe, or shall I just pop his eyes on?
Johnny's had his stopwatch out the last couple of days, you know. He has literally been cracking that whip all week this week. Have we got time to do some stitching? We've got time to do some stitching.
Yay! Excellent.
I think Johnny must have got himself a new watch or something, Bernie, you know. I think that's what it is.
Or a new bell. So we've got bells. We'll get Johnny a bell. So he can keep us all in check.
He doesn't need a bell, absolutely.
So settings on my machine, all I'm doing is just a run and stitch. That's all I'm going to do. Now, obviously, we sewn in cream on the show, but you can... Oh, can I just grab that cushion? Let me look. I don't even know if you're going to pick this up on the screen, but if you are having... if you've got metallic coloured threads, if I hold that up, can we see? I don't know if you can see the glistening.
Can you just see that there?
On there. I mean, look at that one on the Poinsettia one. What Nicola's done. That's absolutely amazing. So that shows where you can bring your other products in as well. What you've got, in your stash, because we've all got our stash. So I'm just doing a quick run and stitch, and I'm just going to stitch all the way down. And then it's perfect for cushions, can you imagine your table mat set at Christmas?
Oh, beautiful.
So all the family can pick what they want, because you've got all that choice in there. And also, if you go for one of the other sets, you know, you're pretty much doubling your options.
Don't forget as well, Bunny, it's limited stock, that deal that's on your screen. So the 5 different dies that are in there, along with those wonderful scissors, limited stock. It's in your basket. Please check it out. I'd hate for anyone to miss out on it, but it is very, very low stock now. Any tips for Sara? Any tips for people that maybe have sewn sort of straight edges before and done a lot of, you know, regular work, but not this sort of felt applique work? Is there anything to bear in mind, Bernie?
So what I do is I always keep my foot, my needle in the middle of my foot, needle position. So when we sew normally, you'll hear me say, you're 1/4 of an inch, you need to be 1/4 of an inch. But basically what you've got there is, if you've got the needle in the middle, you've got better control of where you're stitching. So and go slower. So I know I can tend to go a little bit fast sometimes. And the other good thing, if you've got a needle down position, so you can see if here I'm doing there, if I press that needle down position, that will stop it moving if you stop. So you can lift your lever up and you just go out and take your time if you're hand sewing. There's no race, there's no rush, and you want to enjoy it as well. And because you've got the dies that have done all that cutting for you, and you've not had to think about that and got stressed over it not being the same on one side. You know, it's like, Joe, isn't it? When I got my hair cut, one side never goes as nice as the other. There's always one side, but with the dies, you don't have to worry about that. We've
absolutely
done that thinking for you. So you can basically just thread up your machine with whatever colour, have a bit of a practice, and then just go for it. And don't worry about it. I think a lot of people do get a little bit hung up. I must admit, I have sometimes, especially if I've made a sample and I'm like, oh, I'm really not happy with that, I'm not happy with that. But you know what? It's been handmade with love. And someone just hasn't rushed to a shop and picked something up to say, oh, that'll do. Do you know what I mean? You've actually handmade it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thread there.
And it's so much nicer giving something handmade, isn't it?
Isn't
Bernie,
it?
That looks absolutely
So there we
fantastic.
go. So I've just gone around the outside. Obviously, I haven't done his antlers yet. And his little nose, and I've got some little bits for eyes, but I say we had where we put the embellishment pack, but in there you've got lots of different coloured buttons in there, so you can put different coloured buttons on for his eyes as well, and you're getting that in with one of the bundles, so you know, mix them all up and use them all together, and just have fun. Because that's what we do. We have fun and we just love it, and
we do indeed.
We do have lots of options as well here. Just go for them.
Yes, go on, run us through those just one more time, because it is limited stock, so we are going to move on in just a second, because I'm really worried about us selling out any moment now. But just whiz us through those options that are in there, Bernie.
So we've got this one here that's got the bell and the holly leaves on, the little star that you can use as something else. I mean, look at what Sara made with the snap fastener tool. That
Beautiful.
Little bell there, and it's embossed as well. Oh, and it's got some gilding wax on as well. You've got the mistletoe in there, or the little berries. You could colour them different colour, use your inks as well. So you've got the reindeer, what I've just done. We've got the Santa. We've got that gorgeous gingerbread man, woman, family of all different sizes. You could even just use the candy cane on a project. You know, you don't have to use it all.
Almost limited stock on that gingerbread man now, though.
The baubles, we haven't looked at the baubles yet. We've got 4 different baubles in there, but then you can mix and match as well, and you can make as many more as you like. You get every single one in there with that little star of the 2 different size star. Brilliant. In there. And then the last one was that beautiful poinsettia, which is pretty. Just stunning. And I say, if we look at the size of it, it's actually bigger than the packaging of the picture on the front. It is a really good size. Really
nice statement size, isn't it?
It's
what time
fabulous.
are your shows? If we want to join you on Create and Craft tomorrow, Bernie, what time can we catch you over there?
So 11:15 tomorrow morning, and Sunday at 7:30 and 10:30. And then I've also got a 6 o'clock show on Saturday with Threaders Essentials, so you don't want to miss that, because I've got the snap fastener as well. I'm so excited.
Oh yes, no, don't miss out on that. Massive thanks to Bernie. A pleasure to have her joining us in the studio as always. Very, very busy. Right, the collection is hanging on by a thread. I'm also now getting a bit concerned about the individuals as well within that brand new collection. So I'll give you a rundown on those in a little moment. Oh, Mariah's saying on Facebook, Joe, now that Sara's away, what's happening in October, please? We won't say who told. Sara has just walked back in the studio. So, I mean, if you'd have asked me a couple of minutes earlier, well, I don't know myself, so I couldn't have told you. I'll be honest with you. Right, the snap fastener, always really busy on this whenever you see it. Now, normally, you'd pay $29.99 and you'd get this. You get the snap fastener toolkit, which is brilliant, because in here, you've got the pliers, there's a screwdriver, the needle, the instructions. You've also got everything in there. What you're also getting today as well, which is normally an extra $14.99, is all of this, an extra 225 snap fasteners in total in there, which is brilliant. So you're getting all of those as well, which is fantastic. $29.99 if you want to get hold of those. Right. Builder block. I've got so much great stuff back here. Right, let me put my plates over there a minute. Let's pop those over there. Let me get builder block out because you guys absolutely adore builder block. It really is quite sensational. So this is that wonderful patchwork quilting system that's going to allow you to do so many different shapes and put them all together. Now what you get in the box is you get the square die set. You also get the half square triangle set as well. You also get in the quarter square triangle set as well as a 16-page booklet. Now check out the amount of different blocks that you're able to do in there. This will also make 3, 4, 6, 8, 9 and 12-inch blocks, but it gets even better because $99.99 is exactly what you'd pay for this. We have it on the website all the time at that price and it's very, very busy. However, today you're getting this. You're going to get the alphabet included totally free of charge. $69.99 or $89.95 is what you should be paying for that. Not today. No, no, no. It is included free of charge. Remember, everyone gets that extra juicy Club Inspired discount with the extra 5%, the double points, and that would be enough to also get you your, oh yeah, design. Forget Gucci or Fendi or Louis Vuitton or Prada. Oh no, you've got a Crafter's Companion tote now. It's the Keep Calm and Craft On members tote. $99.99, $139.95 to get your builder block. Also, just to let you know, the travel mugs, I've got one just over here behind. I love being on a chair and being able to scooch around. The travel mugs, it was on the Cartload show yesterday. Only 15% of these remaining. If you've had your eye on one, they're not on this show, so you will need to go back to the Cartload show yesterday or just put travel mug in the search bar on the website and you'll see those on there, but there's really not very many of those left. Right, Sara is back in the studio. What are you going to share with us, Sara?
Well, I feel like I just need to address that question that we had, right? So who was it who asked the question?
Mariah.
About what's coming in? Mariah, right. I just need to explain for anyone who didn't see the show yesterday, okay? So when we talk about Geminis, we obviously have the Gemini Junior and we have the large Gemini. Now there were a lot of people yesterday who were going for the large Gemini, and I'm assuming that's people, from what I read in the comments, who own the Gemini Junior, maybe started their journey with the Gemini Junior, and then taken the members mega deal as the opportunity to get the large Gemini. And what I will say is, we've got new technology launching in our October birthday event. I'm not going to tell you what it is, and I am certainly not telling Joe what it is, because I can't trust him as far as I can throw him. So I'm not going to be telling Joe, so you can't even pester him. But the technology that we're launching in October birthday week, works with the large Gemini. So it won't, and it's not a case of we've only made it work with one or the other. Size-wise, it fits in the large Gemini. It doesn't fit in the Gemini Junior. So all I will say is, you might as well get the members mega deal while we've got such an awesome deal on the large Gemini, because you might want this new technology that comes out in October. We've been working on it for a couple of years. Quite excited to share that with you in October, okay? So that's just a little heads up there. What I will say is, it's not very often we do a deal on the Gemini. We have not had a deal this good all year, and you've been asking me to do this for a long time. Have a little look at all of this, right? So you pay the regular price on the Gemini, so it's £179.99, $249.95. However, we send you all of these as extras. So it's over £100 or $140 worth of extra dies, embossing folders, all included in the set. And the reason I've waited until this event to do it is because we let you use your membership discount on top of on it being a machine. A lot of places won't ever let you use special deals like that on like a machine. It'll always say, oh, this offer excludes machines. We let you use your members discount on the machine. At the moment, over members event, you get that extra 5% on top of the deal that you've already got. So you get the extra 5%. If you're a platinum customer, instead of getting 20% off that price, you say you'll get 25% off that price. Plus you get double points. So you're talking, I mean, Craig, it could be 500 points for some people.
Do you want to know what platinum members pay for both
He's
machines?
Go on.
So I've got, look at all these numbers I've got written down on this piece of paper over here. Platinum members today, you will spend, combined price on the big Gemini in pounds should be 285.89. That's how much money's worth of value you're getting. Platinum members, 134.99 is what you're spending. US, $403 worth of product coming your way. For platinum members, $187. On the junior, the combined price should be £245. You're getting it for £104 in the UK. In the US, $353 worth of product for $149. Unbelievable value for money.
Give me that price again. Platinum member in dollars.
Platinum member dollars, big machine,
Yeah.
$187.49.
$187.49, and you get $140 worth of stuff included.
Actually, $150 worth of stuff included.
$150 worth of stuff. So the difference of what you're paying for your machine is what, 40 something dollars?
$32.
$32.
Absolutely.
You couldn't buy the spare set of plates for $32.
The junior,
that's how I would think about it. You couldn't buy a spare set of plates.
The junior in the UK, we pay you a penny if you had to take the machine, if you had to buy the dies individually.
Wow. So that the thing is, and that is how I would be looking at it, because you've got that members mega deal while you've got that extra 5%. Double points at the moment. You're going to get free shipping on it. You're going to get your free bag. Never been a better time. If you're thinking about, if you started your journey on the junior and you want to get the large Gemini, or perhaps you've only ever had the large Gemini and you've been wanting a deal to get the junior, that's why we did the same deal. You'll get that same bundle worth. And if you're ordering in the US, by the way, your machine will get shipped from our US fulfillment centre, and your bundle of freebies will get shipped from the UK here. So everything you're going to might come in two separate parcels, but don't panic and wonder, well, why has all my stuff not come together? That's why it is, okay?
I hope it lasts the weekend, that deal, but I can't really see that happening. I know just how busy it's been again today. And remember, this is the while stock last deal. The value is the same, but we had one deal totally sold out yesterday, so worked really hard to get you a comparable saving back, which we have done, but for how long, who knows, is what I'd say.
Right, are you ready? Because what I was going to do was, while we've got the Gemini on the show and we are on the verge of selling out of our new dies, if you want those dies, by the way, we're in this situation whereby more people have these in their basket than what we have stock. So if you have it in your basket, it's not yours, it is the next. We have less than 50 of these left. So the next 50 people to check out their basket, in fact, way less than 50, the amount of people to check out their basket first, it will definitely be before the end of the show. Then you'll have to just choose the ones you want on multi-buy. So if you want in the complete collection, which comes with those cutie gorgeous little scissors that I've probably put somewhere, or Bernie's had them and put them down somewhere. Here they are, they're all wrapped up in here. You get them with the little pair of scissors. So if you're wanting the bundle that's got the little pair of scissors in there as well, you will be able to get the multi-buy after that, but this is the only way to get everything. And on the multi-buy, on the individuals, the gingerbread man literally is hanging on by a thread. And also the character one here, which is the, it's called Build a Character, which is the Santa in the Rain. So this one here, very, very, very limited, about to sell out on its own, as is the gingerbread man, very, very limited, about to sell out on its own, and the bundle that you see on your screen, all very, very limited, to the point whereby our producer Jenny is telling me I can't demonstrate them anymore because they won't make it through the end of the demonstration. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a cushion cover for Joe with our fabulous Build a Block collection, because we've got those lovely fabrics on the show as well, those Christmas fabrics. This is what we do on a softer side show, you see. I get to do a little bit of demoing of all sorts. Now, you know, you can join us every Tuesday at 11 o'clock. We've got a great show planned next Tuesday. I've just been working it all out, doing all the prep for it this morning. So, Here's our builder block. This is what we are world famous for now. Works brilliantly well with your Gemini. If you want a Gemini and you want to start quilting, this is the set to go for, because look at all the different quilt blocks you can be making just as a starting point. Now, how it works is when you open this up, and if you haven't seen this before, go and watch some of our shows back where we've had this on, and I've demonstrated how to do all of the how to do loads of blocks from it. But you basically get all of your squares, your half square triangles and your quarter square triangles. They all come as individual little drawers inside the builder block. So you get the little map on it. There's all your dies that come included, and then here's your instruction booklet. And you'll see in here what it does is it tells you for each block that you want to do. Let's go for a slightly more complicated one. There's my favourite one, the card trick. Love this one. So it shows you to do for example, for a 12-inch, you need 12 4.5-inch half square triangles and 12 4.5-inch quarter square triangles, and then it shows you, so you just cut them out in the way I'm about to show you, and then you just piece them together according to the little plan in there. It's very, very easy to do. It does all the cutting for you.
Am I right in thinking there's video tutorials for this over on our website as well, Sarah?
Tons of them. Plus, go back and watch some of the softer side lives where we've had this in, and you'll see me. I've done some great demonstrations on this. I love doing the builder block. Okay, so especially in the last, I would say the last couple of months, and the John Scott shows, I've had it on a lot of the John Scott shows as well, where I've been. John Scott absolutely loved it, so he's now a Gemini convert. Now, the deal we've got on today, that is £99 or $139 on its own. If you buy that today, we're going to send you this for free. Now, you're probably wondering, what is this, right? This is a set of dies which looks incredibly, you're like, oh, they are all worked out size-wise to enable you to do all of your different alphabet blocks. So if I get this quilt out here, Joe, this here is 1 each, just so that you can see them.
Oh, wow.
So for example,
you can make really big ones.
Yeah, aren't they brilliant? So for example, if you wanted to do an S for Sara, let me bring the S in here, and I'll probably put it on the overhead so you can see it there. So there's the S. So you can see the S is all done as one big block. So it just shows you where you've got all the sizes for the half square triangles, your squares, all your quarter square triangles, if you need them, are all built into there, and it'll show you how to put the plan together and to make each letter. So every letter makes into a block with a little gap down the side, so that if you want to do names, they will all kind of connect together. So what I thought I'd do is a J for Joe. So I'm going to do a J, and we're going to work it right from the very, very beginning.
Can you do multiple sizes with this, Sarah?
You can. So all of these, can you see? I don't know if you can see on here. You've got the extra small, there's a medium, there's a small, there's the large, there's the extra large. So can you see, you actually do 5 sizes with each one, and it walks you through that. So your extra small makes a 6-inch quilt, your small makes an 8-inch, your medium makes a 9-inch, your large makes a 10-inch, and your extra large makes a 12-inch. So I'm just going to do an extra large. I'm going to do you a nice extra large J for Joe. So here's all the different letters you see. It's very, very clever. Oh, hang on, I've gone through it. Just all the letters and the numbers, by the way. Not just the letters, but also the numbers. So if you want to do personalised, why have I gone to T, Joe? I was about to make you a T. Just before K, isn't it? In case I've forgotten about my alphabet.
I mean, you're asking me, and I'm like, yeah, I think so.
Right, so I'm going to you need some for the background, and you need some for the actual letter. So what I'm going to cut mine out of, Joe, those lovely fabrics that you've got on the show, I'm going to do your letter in the black one with the little robin on.
You know how much I love that fabric.
Well, I do. And I'm going to do the background with the little holly berries on, because I love that, right? So it tells me for this, for the background, I need 17 squares and 1 half square triangle. And for the letter, I need 7 squares and 1 half square triangle. So all I'm going to do is get the extra large. So here we go. Here is my large half. Let's have a look. I need half square triangle. So extra large. Let's just have a little look. There's the small half square triangle, extra large. Here we go, extra large half square triangle. So just make sure you've got everything as per the map. and we're going to cut out the half square triangle extra large, and then also we need the extra large square, which is this one up here. So those are the 2 dies I need to make a 12-inch J block. You're
And
following so far?
Are these the dies that you can still cut multiple layers of fabrics with on our alphabets?
They are
good.
indeed. All right. So let's have I got the right size? I'm not convinced I've got the right size there. I haven't, Joe. I looked at it and I thought, you don't look right. There
Mary
you go.
Ann over on YouTube's got this. She says she loves the Builder block and she loves the alphabets as well, which is great. Anne in Connecticut's having a great day, a great couple of days, Sarah, because the horn got binned off yesterday. You know how Anne feels about the horn. And then today she just got the big machine. Now there's going
Brilliant.
to be new technology. She says, I need to get it. She says, Sarah is like some sort of crafting witch. A good one, though, she says. You know, like you get good witches and bad witches. You're a good one, apparently. So I knew you'd like that.
Thank you.
Sonia says this is the greatest way to get ready for the holidays with all of the applique. Mariah says, sorry if I miss it, but do the Builder blocks and Christmas fabric dies fit in the Junior, please?
Yes, they do.
Fabulous.
Especially there's only one die which will not fit in the Junior, and that is the 6.5-inch square. So
Okay.
honestly, if you adjust your compromises that you're going to have to cut that one out and everything else is going to work, you're pretty good. I can't think of a block that uses the 6.5-inch square. Just the original one if you're doing a large 12.5-inch block. So other than that, everything else works a treat. Do you want me to cut these with the Junior just to make life a little bit quicker
that'd
and
be great.
easier?
Just thinking about the price on this as well, Sarah, $99.99. Now, Club Inspire Platinum members in the UK, everyone's saving £70 on this already, but you get an extra £25 off. So you get it for £75 in the UK as a Platinum member, but you'd be saving
I hadn't thought of that.
£105. So, I mean, the savings far outweigh what you're actually paying for this. So maybe you've been waiting for a while. Maybe today is the day with the extra 5% that you're going to be taking advantage of it. Remember, you can take advantage of it in our shows, of course you can, but you can also, shop all the way across our website, Sarah, can't you? So I think this members event is great for people that have maybe had their eye on something for a while. Maybe your wish list has got a few bits on it that you're thinking, right, now I've got the extra 5%, I'm going to grab those because, I mean, it's very rarely, it's very rarely ever you're going to get 25% off as a Platinum member. The discount is fantastic, but you're getting that bit extra, which is why everyone's going for it. And double points. Don't forget double points. Normally, if we did a double points event, we'd be, amazed that you'd got double points. Now that you're getting an extra 5% off and the double points, we keep forgetting about that element. Also, don't forget, you are going to get the tote too. So you're going to get the Keep Calm and Craft On members event tote for free when you spend over £40 or $40. So that means on your Builder block, you'd get this included as standard, which is fantastic. So don't miss out on that. How are you getting on over there, Sarah?
Well, I'm trying to get a good yield out of my fabric because I love this fabric. So I don't want to waste any of it that I can get away with. But bear in mind, we are live on the show. So I'm trying to get a compromise between doing this live and not wasting any fabric. So can you see I've cut out a load of the black squares?
Yeah.
I've now cut out a load of and look how it cuts perfectly, right? And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to open this up because we only need a couple of the quarter square triangles. So I'm just going to cut this, rough cut it first, Joe, and I'm going to cut the quarter square triangles in both colours at the same time.
Fabulous. Just to let you know, I'm just going to give you a bit of an update with the applique because I know it's really, really busy there. Single figures on the applique as a whole collection. How are we doing, Johnny, on the individuals? Because I know the gingerbread, we are limited stock on the gingerbread people. The Santa and the reindeer, also limited stock as well. How about the other three? We're doing all right there. 80% of the baubles gone. And 80% of the bell and foliage also gone. So even on the, and 3/4 of the poinsettia. So the collection is going to sell out, no doubt about that. In the next 15 minutes that we've got left on this show, I think it's definitely going to go. If it's in your basket, definitely get yourself checked out. If you want to make your own bundle, £24 or $35 to get 2 of them, you can. The gingerbread man and the Santa and the Builder character, which is the Santa and the reindeer, they're definitely going to go very, very soon. So if they're also in your basket, you need to check those out. Also, across all the fabrics, they are all single figures now across those fabrics. Beautiful designs in there. Do you know what I mean when I said about Posh Friends Downstairs Loos, the wallpaper that you get in them?
I know know exactly what you mean. That sounds very fancy, Joe.
Anne said, do you only have wallpaper in downstairs loos in the UK? You don't, but what happens is, it's where people put all their status, where they experiment, isn't it, in the loo? Because it's not a very big space.
I have fancy wallpaper in our downstairs
Absolutely.
loo. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just following the pattern as per here. So I'm just putting all this together, and what you would do is, if you start off, for example, always start off with your 1/4 inch triangles, half square triangles first, sorry. If you've got any 1/4 square triangles, you should do those first, then do your half square triangles. I'm just going to sew this together, and I think this is really, really clever how it comes out, this, you see. This is what totally sold me on Build a Block before I started quilting. So when you open this out, Joe, this is all I've done is sewn the dog leg. Is it called a dog leg or a dog ear? I always get mixed up. It's a dog leg.
It's not called a dog end, which is what John called it on Tuesday. It's called a dog leg, I believe. Is it a dog leg or a dog ear? It's a dog ear. Sorry. A dog. What's a dog leg? That's like a road term, isn't it? It's a dog leg in the road.
Yeah, I suppose it could be, yes. But can you see, that has now given us exactly the same size squares what this one was. Whereas if you looked at them before they started, let me just put these two down here, right? Before they started, it was an odd shape. There you go. Can you see it was a random odd shape? However, as soon as you fold them and stitch them together, and then that one would stitch to here. So you would take these two together and stitch these down here. Can you see? So we're just going to go straight down there. And again, always given that 1/4 inch seam allowance. So that is going to stitch to there. And then the same, this one stitches to here. And for someone who hadn't done any quilting before we launched Build a Block, let me tell you, it became so easy to do because it's all of the measuring and then working out. I mean, I'm not very good at keeping an exact 1/4 inch, right? So there we go. So can you see they've connected together there, Joe? You're going to go and connect the whole line together, the whole line of these together, and then take these two lines and stitch them together. What I've done, Joe, in the interest of speed, is I have a one where I've stitched all of them together. So do you want to have a little look here?
Oh, yes, please. Just to let you know, the only way the alphabet's sold out individually, Sarah, you can't get it you can't get it. You can get it for free if you buy the Builder Block, but on its own individually, it has gone. The only way to get hold of it is with the Builder Block. So if you haven't got the Builder Block, well, I mean, if you were going to buy the alphabet anyway for £69.99 for an extra £30, you get £100 worth of Builder Block. So definitely a fantastic deal.
Don't
however
go
you
for
look
it on
at
its
it.
own. It makes no. Well, you can, but it makes no sense to. I've got the J there. Look what I'm going to do. I'm going to use some of that other gorgeous fabric, and I'm just going to attach. I'm going to go right sides together, and I'm going to attach a border to the top and bottom of this, Joe, and stitch this on. So you're going to you lose me. I'll do some stitching.
No
you
problem.
do some enriching.
Stitching, I'll do the enriching. I'm good at the enriching, not so good at the stitching. Robin says, the downstairs loo, or the powder room, as we call it here in the States.
Oh, the powder room.
Or it's called a half bath as well, which I've never heard of. Have you?
No.
Half
it's a new
bath.
one for me.
Maybe it's a half bathroom. I don't know.
Yeah.
Are usually smaller, so if you hate the wallpaper after it's up, you don't have to look at it all the time, which is why people probably go for it when they are decorating their...
You see, I see it the other way. I think if I've got guests that aren't like staying overnight, but you know, people who come to visit or something, they would see you. They'd see your loo. So it's my room to be fancy. That's how I always see it.
Yeah, really good point. Pat R on YouTube is saying, hi Joe, what is the size of the gingerbread person? I can have a look for you.
Here, let's have a look. I've got one here. He is 5 inches tall by about 3 inches wide.
Oh, brilliant. I'm a bit clumsy today. I keep knocking everything over, Sarah. I've knocked these two dies over about 6 or 7 times today. Also, Cara, she says over on Facebook, I've been watching since March and I love Sara and Joe. How sweet is that?
Oh, is he a new commenter as well?
Yeah. Oh, do you know what?
Brilliant.
Anyone that's watching, Sarah, I think we should have, because there's hundreds of people watching all the time, and we love chatting with like the 50, 60, 70 people that always chat with us all the time. But if there's anyone watching, either here on Facebook with us, on our website or on YouTube, and you've never commented before, give us a little wave, say hi, and let me know where you are watching from. Anyone that's never commented before, I'd love us to get a little bit of an idea, because sometimes we get a new country as well, don't we? Last time we did it, we got someone from Malaysia saying they were watching us. I think we're going to have to get a little map, you know, a little atlas.
Put pins on.
With some pins, yeah, get it up on the wall somewhere in the studio. I think just over there it could go, and we'd get some little stickers, and we could put little dots on to cross off all the countries.
When you hear from people, I think that's a lovely idea, Joe. Right.
We could show people where Newton Aycliffe was as well, Johnny was saying.
That's a good point, actually, yeah, because a lot of people probably don't know. Do you know, I always find when I go to America, people say to me, hey, what part of London are you from? And I'm always like, no, I don't live anywhere near London. So we're right, for those of you that don't know, we're right up in the very north of England, not far from Scotland. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny story. So when I started at university, Joe, right, I was chatting to some of the girls from London, and one of them said to me, Sara, where exactly is it you're from? Because when I hear you talking about going home, you always say, I'm going up home for the weekend. And I said,
where were you at uni?
I was at uni. Oh, obviously relevant question. Good point. I was at university in York,
right,
which is about an hour south of here. All the English people find this hilarious. So this girl said to me, she said, "Where are you from? Because you say you're going up home." And I said, "Yeah, I'm from near to Newcastle." And she said, "But I don't understand because Newcastle's not in Scotland." And I said, "No, Newcastle's definitely not in Scotland." She said, "Well, but there's nothing north of here other than Scotland." And I was like, oh, Hannah, I'm still friends with her 20 years later. Still friends.
Surprisingly.
I never let her forget about that. She's like, but there's nothing north of York other than Scotland, is there?
There's loads to do in the North East. North East is one of the most beautiful parts of the country. If you come to the UK, you must come to the North East and go to Durham and the Northumberland coast. I must admit, I don't think I'd ever been to the North East, you know, before I worked up here, Sara. And now I'm total convert. I love it up here.
Fabulous, isn't it? It's a lovely area of the country. Let's have a look, Joe. Your cushion cover's coming together absolutely beautifully well.
Wonderful.
Now, do you know what I thought I'd do for you? I thought, well, it's a bit for you and a little bit for me. So to save me the time and hassle of having to stitch a zip in for you, and I don't think you're that bothered about like zipping up your cushion cover, are you?
No, I'm not all that bothered.
Right? How about you press stud it? How about we use the snap fastener and snap fasten the back? Because look at what I've done, right? There's the front of my cushion cover, of your cushion cover now, looking very nice. Here we go. I've done the two pieces, and I'll be honest, I didn't have an awful lot of fabric left, right? So when I put them together, if I was doing an envelope back, you see, I would have to have quite a big piece. So can you see, I'm going to put these over. They're only going to cover over by about an inch.
Right.
So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put the snap fasteners on here. So where's my snap fastener? Oh, do you want some little love heart snap fasteners bits on?
Do I ever?
Do you ever? Right, so here we go. When you buy the snap fastener, so you buy the snap fastener tool, it comes with all these snap fasteners, comes with the tool, you get the little, screwdriver for being able to screw off, where are we? Here we go. Being able to screw this off if you want to change this here. This bit here, you get different size ones because you can buy different size snap fasteners. We just do all of ours at this standard size. And then you get the snap fastener selection box as an extra to go with it. So if you want some little love hearts, can you see the little red ones in here are love heart pins? So you need two of the pin. Well, I'm going to do, actually, look at this. I can do the red hearts on the top, and then we could do something else underneath. So should we just put black backs on them? Yep. So we just need black round pins to go behind each one, and we're going to fasten them together. So 2 hearts, and then we're going to go, you need like a positive, a male and a female on each one. So I'm just going to get these ready and put the whole thing together.
Wonderful. Joe. Lisa Adams on YouTube saying hi for the first time from Maryland. I feel like Maryland is could be the crafting epicenter of the USA. You know, we have a lot of viewers from Maryland that join us on these shows. Joanna Lula on YouTube says, good morning from New York. Your shows are amazing. Another first time commenter. So lovely. Jerry is saying, hi, I'm new, watching from a caravan in a rainy Donegal island. Oh no, it's probably the only place it
must be the only place
in the British Isles.
Where's Donegal?
Donegal is the Republic of Ireland, I believe, or is it Northern Ireland? I think it's in the Republic of Ireland. Johnny will check for me. It is in the Republic of Ireland. Very beautiful part of the world, but when it's raining, maybe not so much. Good
Maybe
job
not
that
so
you're
much.
indoors with us doing a bit of crafting. But must be the only place in the British Isles. Now, let me get this right. The Republic of Ireland is part of the British Isles, isn't it?
The
Can I call
Republic
it that?
is, yes.
Yes, I can. Yeah, it must be the only part of the British Isles that's not glorious, because it is going to be 29 today in the northeast. It's quite amazing.
My mum and dad have headed up to Scotland today
Oh,
to
lovely.
go wild camping along the North Scottish coast.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'd love to do? There's that loop that you can do. Have you seen it? You can do a road trip, Sarah, where you go like all the way around the top and all the way back
Is that
down
the something
again.
500?
Yes, I
That's
think
what
that might
they're
be
doing.
it. Is that the one they're doing?
That's what they're doing. Yeah.
Amazing.
How awesome is that?
It's meant to be beautiful. Mariah says on Facebook.
Do you want me to show you just before you read comments?
Yeah.
Because I'll show you one. I'm going to show you how to put the snap fastener in. So I've got my cushion cover, right? There's the back of our cushion. I'm going to go here with the first one. So you get your poker. We're going to push it right through, right? And then we're going to go, so we've got that positioned right for the top and the bottom. Now, for my heart, first of all, you put the heart in the top, and then I'm going to just twist that round, and then just behind it, you're going to put the first piece of your snap fastener. So that just kind of fastens it onto there. And then we'll do the same with the base one. So that is, we've gone with the, let's have a look. So there's the, I don't know which one you call female and which one you call male, but there's the underside one. So this one's going to come up from the bottom, right, into the hole. And then you're going to pop this down on here. And so we should have, you're upside down there, the two different types so that they'll fasten together. So I've put them two there. And then all we're going to do is just bring this in. It's
Really
so
fast,
quick and
isn't
clever.
it?
And just make sure that that's twisting all right. And then I'm going to give that a good squeeze down. And there's my first fastener in place. Same with the second one. And I'm going to do the same one here with the second one in place. So can you see? Those two are then going to clip together. And I'm going to do exactly the same with the second one here, Joe.
Wonderful. Mariah saying over on Facebook, so Sara is a sewing ninja as well as a card cutting ninja. Hashtag goals. Absolutely, hashtag goals. Who else? April's tuning in as well. She's a first time commenter from Norfolk. I bet it's beautiful there today. She says, hello, Sara and Joe. News Facebook, just to let you know, I am here in sunny Norfolk, very close to the sea. My husband asked me recently how many Gemini machines I have, and I couldn't lie, I've got 4. 2 of the large ones and 2 of the junior ones as well. Keep up the good work. You know people will love them when they've got 4 in total.
And you know, I'd love to know, what is it that you love about it to make you buy 4 of those? Because I think that's what everybody else needs to know. I always say, if you're a brand new person just getting into die cutting in your paper crafting, how fabulous, because then that's it, you're sorted, you'll never have to buy another machine. However, all those other people who have had other machines for years, you might as well upgrade now, because let me tell you, at some point you are going to upgrade. So at some point you're going to want to upgrade to a Gemini, so you might as well do it now, then you've got the benefit of it. Because I'll tell you now, over 250,000 Geminis we've sold. Now, we don't have access to other companies' statistics and figures, but I cannot think of another company who would have got close, even to half of that number of die cutting machines, electronic die cutting machines globally. I mean, wherever you buy a Gemini machine from, in whatever country, from whatever retailer, it has come from us. So you might as well, if you've been waiting to get one, you've got the junior and you want to get the larger one, trust me, this members event is the deal to go for. And it's not just because you get £100 worth of freebies, £100 or $150 worth of freebies thrown in. It's the fact that you then get your regular club discount plus the extra 5% and double points. So if you are, let's just imagine you're US customer and you're paying $249, double points on that, you get your discount or whatever, that's nearly 500 points. That's 2 membership bands you could jump up. If you were a bronze member, you would become gold straight away. Once you've hit that membership band, you're going to save money every time you shop with us. So the best time ever to buy anything is when we've got double points incentive. But double points with an extra discount, you're only getting that at that amazing, because it's our members event. So there we go. Right. That was me waffling on there. I've finished your little snap fasteners on here, Joe, so that's going to be the back. And then all I'm going to do, and I'll have to do it after the show now, is I've snap fastened those both in place. So that's going to be how you're going to put your cushion in there. And I'm going to put those two bits face down and just stitch all the way around. And then we'll show everybody your finished cushion when we come back for the colouring show that we're doing this afternoon.
Sounds brilliant. Michelle Gibb on YouTube as well, another first time commenter, says, hi Joe and Sara, I'm watching from Blythe in Northumberland. We live opposite the beach and the sun is out.
Fabulous.
And Robin Miller loves her Gemini because it works every time. I don't have to fuss with it to get a good cut, and we hear that time and time again. If you are going for the Gemini, I'll just give you the pricing on that in a moment. Snap fasteners though, very, very busy on these at the moment. Remember what you're getting. So normally for $29.99 you'd get this, which is the main collection with the pliers and the tools and everything you need. You would then come in and spend $14.99 on grabbing the extras. We're going to give you those extras included, so you've got a really fabulous comprehensive bundle and collection to get you started from the off, which is brilliant. $29.99 if you want to get your hands on those ones. Very, very busy also on our builder block. Now, the builder block is great because you can make so many different types of blocks. You're also getting as well included, remember, the alphabets. Normally, the alphabets would be $69.99 or $89.95. However, it's included free of charge. Remember that extra discount. Platinum members in the UK, you'd get this for £75 and you're getting £70 worth of goodies included as well for free. Brilliant, brilliant deal there on that. Single figures on the applique dies. It is hanging on by a thread. Someone is going to be disappointed because there are more of you trying to get this now than we actually have stock available. If it is in your basket, please check it out. Also, how we're doing on the individuals, Johnny, I think the gingerbread man is hanging on. There's two of the gingerbread man left. So the next two people to check out will actually be able to get their hands on that. 11 of Santa and the deer as well, and about 20 of each of the others. So very, very low stocks. Just to remind you, the fantastic members mega deal that we've got for you. It is, of course, on our Gemini machine. It's amazing. Everyone's going to get over £100 or $100 worth of freebies, and those freebies have got things like nesting dies, creative card dies, Sara's signature dies in there, embossing folders, stamps and dies, edgeables. Really, really amazing things that you're absolutely going to want, that you need with your machine. You're still going to get everything that we include as standard ordinarily. So the free dies that you normally get, all of the plates that you need in there, the manuals coming included as well. It should be a combined price of £285 in the UK for the large machine. Today, though, $179.99. Platinum members, however, can get it for $134.99. In dollars, $403 worth of product coming your way for $249. However, $187 is what you pay as a platinum member. The junior is available as well. Platinum members paying their $104.99 for the in pounds, or $149.96 in dollars. What an incredibly busy show we have had. It's not where it ends today though, Sara, is it? We have got, don't forget to check out your baskets if you've got those applique dies in there, but another great show coming up in a few hours with you and I again. It's a double Sara day.
Oh, double Sara. You'll be sick of the sight of me by the time you go to bed tonight, I can promise you. Right, yes, I've got an amazing Colour Me Happy. A lot of people have been requesting us to do sparkle pens in our Colour Me Happy show. So I've got a half price deal, plus you can get your members discount on that, plus you've got double points because of the members event. So you've got a half price deal on your sparkle pens. I've got some sparkle jars. I've got the most incredible demonstrations lined up. Hop on over to my Facebook page, you'll see where I was getting it all ready and prepped last night. Looks amazing. Can't wait to do that show with you. So we'll be back. We're going off for a spot of lunch. We'll be back here in 3 hours time, won't we, Joe? Not be long.
We will. Time for a spot of lunch. Maybe a bit of sunbathing in the car park as well.
Ooh, yeah.
And then we'll be back with you. So grab yourself some snacks, get some lunch, have some breakfast, and join us back here in 3 hours. Please don't forget to check out your baskets with those applique dies in. See you back here soon.